Hello, and happy Friday to all of our friends, past, present, and future. Welcome to Legends Die Live, a D&D campaign brought to you by a group of friends, and for some of us, fiends. I'm Mike D, and I'm the Dungeon Master.
Let him have it.
Which means I build the fantasy world and attempt to predict my players' decisions. And these are my players, the people who repeatedly remind me that I know Miss Cleo. We play every Friday at 9 p.m. You guys don't know Miss Cleo?
No.
Divination.
No idea who that is.
They're too young. I know what it is.
God.
I was just surprised at the reference.
If you know who Miss Cleo is, that makes sense. But if you don't, we're moving on.
I am no puppet master. Yeah.
We play every Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time this week. So if you can check us out, please do so. But if you can't check us out, our videos are posted up on YouTube, where you can also check out short little bite-sized highlights of some of our scenes.
Yes.
Marco, why don't you tell us a little bit about our social media?
So we are on Twitter, which is currently our most active social media. Highly recommend we follow that. Mike's on it a whole lot. It's really great. I post videos here and then. We have an Instagram page that we're looking to build up a little further. Facebook as well, always a popular one. And obviously YouTube, where we have all of our stuff, as well as Twitch. Highly recommend following the YouTube channel as well.
Mechanically speaking, we're playing Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. Stylistically, we do stay pretty close to the rules, but we do frequently bend, break, and homebrew them as well. That miming was spot on.
Woo.
So if that type of thing interests you, check out our homebrew documents for a few of the homebrew rules that we have toyed with. Before we begin, down below in our doobly-doo. That's what the dish is.
Virus threat and protection.
It's always something.
Yeah.
Before we begin, a couple shout-outs. Big shout-out to Sirenscape for providing us with the fucking just perfect fitting music for the city of Rachnia, which we're going to be starting in. Big thank you to our artists for doing our logo and our headshots. You can find their information down below. Big thank you to the DM Collective Discord group for DMs by DMs. Shout out to Nexus DM for helping me out with some of this week's stuff. Big shout out to the Playcasters, a Discord group for podcasters or streamers.
You can have that jingle for free.
No, you can't.
Patented.
It has to be done live every time.
They're
by
good
me.
people. And then real quick, big shout out to One Crit Wonder and Owlbear, two really great content producers. Do tabletop RPG, D&D stuff. And I'm going to be starring in 2 one-shots, one on this Saturday with One Crit Wonder, and one on Sunday with Owlbear, both at twitch.tv.
Hell yeah.
And I will be playing my illusionist wizard, Diveris.
Yes.
We are all very excited about that.
And then real quickly, Christy's also been hanging out with some other people. Tell us a little bit about Tales of Swordfall.
Yes, so I met some pretty awesome people today. This is going to be like my 4th hour of D&D going straight on here.
Jealous.
As we start off. It's been a good day. But so seriously, the people there that I played with it's going to be a 3-shot campaign. I was kind of blown away. Like the kind of just like the voice acting in general of everybody in the channel. I felt like it was a professional cast of people. Great accents, great kind of. I don't know. Like I felt like we all connected really well, and we all had a really good back and forth going in and out. My character Equus was just a little naive, bonded really well with a couple people, did some stupid stuff. I'm really excited. Once they get it all posted and edited, I will be back with dates. But please check out Swordfall. They have they have 2 campaigns running side by side alongside one-shots. They're always looking for new people. Check out Swordfall.
When did your first episode come out? Do you know yet?
Not yet. Like they have to do a lot of editing and things in post.
And you'll be on next week as well?
Yeah. So yes, I'll be on next week. And then once they get everything edited, I will have dates for everybody.
Let us know. I'm excited.
Cool. Looking forward to it. No spoilers.
I love this community.
Always.
Yeah, I agree. And then finally...
and shout out to Phoenix. Sorry, Phoenix, I played with you earlier, and now you're in the chat. I adore you for coming. Thank you.
Hey!
Welcome, Phoenix.
Hi, Phoenix.
And then finally, speaking of the chat, if you're in the chat, say hello to our bard, Felix, who's going to be in there talking. Just don't get too close to him; he'll break your heart.
Always.
It'll be worth it.
And then
To some.
stick around, because at break we're going to be giving away a Legends die, which is a D20 of inspiration that you, the audience, votes on and then distributes to one of the players, or heaven forbid, myself, the DM, to use for the second half of the game. So it's a D20 that they get to roll on top of their normal rolls.
Yep.
On that enthusiastic note.
Yep.
And we're gonna
And I think with that, we can start today's episode to see whether these legends live or these legends die.
I choose live.
Our 5 characters and their kobold companion, Hollowquill, have been journeying in the Underdark for what feels like an eternity, but in reality has been little more than a week.
What this sounds like.
Long story short, the group has been blackmailed into helping a drow family by the name of the Shadowblades, helping them usurp one of the 4 families in power. In exchange, they will be given information about where and why the tree of Vintar is being poisoned. So you all, after this treacherous journey for the last week, have arrived at the drow city of Rachnia. And you stand on a precipice. In front of you is about a 40-foot wide gap, a moat. And down below that, you can see across that moat and sloping downward is the city of Rachnia. And what you see as you look out is a city that's sunken down into a bowl. And you see a series of large stalactites and stalagmites. What immediately grasps your attention is the fact that a number of these stalagmites and stalactites are supporting a series of spider webs that overlay the entire city in a grid. And so you see this silvery lattice from above, almost dividing the city into these geometric shapes. But in the center of all that is one stalagmite that forms into one large column that is on fire.
So cool.
And so you guys are currently watching this scene. And your drow guide, Azrael, the black-haired, tattered cape, classic rogue attire, is standing on the other side of the precipice, currently talking to 2 other drow. So now that we have this moment to yourselves, what is the half-elf doing, Sebastian?
Well, if I recall correctly, Azrael just like walked across a 40-foot empty chasm like it was nothing.
Pretty much levitated across, correct?
So he's contemplating whether or not, if I believe hard enough, if I can do that too. Yeah, that's about it.
Okay. So we see the half-elf rogue inspecting, doing some mental calculations, perhaps willing himself to see if he can make it across.
But I won't go first.
Peter, what is the Dragonborn doing?
Oni, still with a point of exhaustion after only 1 long rest, is firstly looking in disbelief, kind of examining where is it possible that there are like spider webs down here that maybe she was on, or he's just looking around very confused at the moment and making sure that actually he's probably going to look for one of the jugs of water so he could feed his mushrooms.
Right. This 7-foot tall, imposing Dragonborn, a bit perplexed by his current situation. What is the dwarf doing?
So Agar's rubbing his beard and chin, just kind of thinking like, what the fuck? I fucking hate magic. This thing's ridiculous. Adjusting the bandolier with the maidens, the hand axes that he carries, and making sure that the great axe and maul and spears are strapped properly to his back with his backpack, and just kind of like making adjustments to his belt and pack and stuff, making sure that like if I gotta fucking jump this thing, I really want to make sure that like nothing catches and throws me off or something. Some spiderweb I don't see.
As Agar prepares and steadies himself.
And he's adjusting his mohawk.
What is our human cleric doing?
She's wondering if, like, maybe she should have gone with the Merilith instead. And feeling really thankful that Kobold Buddy's by her side and back on his feet. And then she's looking at the fire column and trying to think of a song, like, "This column's on fire," or something. And just really happy to be here, because I like the Underdark. It's pretty cool.
Are her fun buns lit?
Oh, yeah. Bam.
Bam!
Guess light for everybody.
And we turn to our halfling. What is Felix doing?
Refresh my memory. Our madness is gone, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay, good. Yeah. So now that we actually have a minute to ourselves, I'll take some time. I'm gonna fix my hair a bit. Gonna tuck my shirt back in. Maybe just pull my goatee into a nice tight point. And maybe I'll take out my rapier and kind of start poking around. See if I can like poke over the ledge. Maybe there's like invisible walkways that we can follow.
Hallucinatory terrain.
And as you start to take your rapier and poke around the edge, a small kobold walks up to you, roughly your height, orange, 2 X straps across his chest with a number of small baggies and like guarding instruments. And he just walks up next to you. Wow.
How's it going, bud?
What are you doing?
Well, I mean, she just kind of walked across on open air, so there's got to be some kind of like ground here, right?
He gets down on all fours and like kind of sniffs the air, like extending his snout over the ledge.
Can I grab his tail?
He looks back at you. Is this a game?
Yeah, if you can make it across, you win.
Don't tell him that! You fucking don't jump!
I don't know, it looks pretty far.
I know, right? What do we do?
Fly!
And as you guys are having this conversation, you notice that Azrael is talking to a couple of drow on the other side, and the drow both in synchronicity move to the side where there are these 2 small pillars. and they begin doing a few, weaving their hands in the air, and you see kind of small trails that get left by, and they get colored as they start saying an incantation. And then the wall opposite you, so you guys are across the stand, and then across the precipice, the cavern, and the opposite wall just starts like slowly kind of rising upward to form a bridge. And as it does so, you can see that it shakes off a bit of dust.
Do I get the sense that whatever Azrael did to cross was her own volition, not of the city or anything else? Like she did it herself?
I would say just with your background and with your experience with her and the Underdark, like you kind of realize that that's an innate thing that all drow can do.
Oh.
Yeah, they can just fly.
Yeah.
You know, living underground, you need to fly.
Not quite. Not quite, but...
Okay.
So you guys are watching this large bridge slowly pull up.
Let's start crossing.
And one of the things you notice, actually give me a perception check from everyone.
You may.
Yeah.
Ooh, natural 20. Through Yume.
For you, and Yume is using blind sight?
Yeah.
Okay.
13.
Which reminds me, I need to pull her stats up.
So one of the things you notice, Oni, is that there's this weird hollowness to the sound in the area. And it's obviously due to just the way this area is shaped in this large cavern. But in addition to this hollowness, there's a very, very subtle sound of like water splashing. Very, very, like you can barely hear it.
Cool. Don't know what to make of that.
And as you guys are looking around and taking it all in, the bridge forms, and Azrael just kind of gives you a motion. You guys begin to walk across.
Riley, can I have the jug of water that never stops, please?
You want jug number 1, jug number 2, jug number 3.
We got
Jug
3
number
infinite
2.
water jugs?
Yes.
Oh.
And I will pour some water into my little shelf that Agar made for my mushroom friends. And I'll give you back jug number 2, thank you.
Have we tried to alter these yet? Like, could you make one of it like an endless bowl of holy water?
You could probably bless it, yes. This is happening
Maybe
while we're
not
walking.
right now.
Do you want me to do the check?
Yeah, just like in theory.
In theory, I can do anything.
Well, I believe it.
Plus nature. Plus 3.
Oh, and I'm still
14.
riding on your shoulder.
So 6 people.
Yeah, on my right shoulder, because my left one is an orc one with all my mismatched armor.
Okay. So you guys make your way across the bridge. Azrael, your black-haired drow, is standing next to a couple of other drow. The attire that the other two are wearing are both shades of black and gray. This entire city, the people included, are very colorful,
Blech.
except maybe in language. But one of the things you do see, one of the hints of color that you do see, in addition to the red flames rising along the column in the center of the city, is purple smoke that leaves kind of chimneys periodically, and a little bit of light, purple grayish light.
Do I see where this smoke leaves? Like otherwise it'd fill the cavern and there's gotta be like something, exhausts or chimneys into the...
Give me a perception check as you look upwards towards the cavern.
Fucking hell, not one.
That one.
It was a 19 for like a second.
It's a bit tough to see, but you imagine there has to be some way for it to escape.
Okay.
I just kind of want to point out that purple is the closest color to gray, even when they're trying to be colorful.
So you guys make your way across the bridge. Azrael turns around. Do we remember our manners?
Mm-hmm.
Oni does.
I say nothing but just stare at her and just like give a subtle nod.
At her.
Not to her eyes.
Not to her eyes. I just kind of look past her.
Very important, very clear.
Yeah, I look past her.
Okay, Felix?
I kind of just like put my hand on like a guy's chest and just kind of keep my head down.
Sebastian?
I do an elaborate bow.
Give me a performance check.
Oh no.
Elaborate. Oh.
14?
14. Okay.
He's rolling for damage.
No. I was rolling for the other guard's assessment of your performance, and are you doing it
Condescending.
because you're scared, or because
You're snarky.
it's a necessity, or
to be snarky.
out of respect?
I don't know what to do. So
And the guards
Yes.
clearly know that.
yes to all of them.
The guards can clearly tell
an
that you guys
insight
are
check.
off your element.
Gotcha.
Yeah, rolled a
Just-
19. So you guys make your way across the bridge. Azrael greets you, turns around, and then begins walking down this gentle slope. And you can see that part of the city is built into the sides of the slope before it levels off down in the basin. And just by looking around, you get the sense that these are probably more residential types of housing or structures.
Are there structures built on the actual slant, or is the slant too steep?
No, it's not too steep. It's fairly gradual, and it's not terribly deep either.
Right.
Are there structures on it?
Yeah. So there are, I wouldn't say hobbit holes, but there are like stone houses that partially protrude like halfway.
Sort of like the
out of it.
favelas.
Like the Dogon.
I don't know any of those words, so
Brazil? No? Okay.
Molly? Eh?
I'm just gonna say yes.
West Africa?
Greece.
Yes.
Cool.
There you go.
Okay. So you guys are walking down, and what you immediately notice is that after about 5 minutes of walking, there's a large like crack in the ground, as if the ground were like split and then like slightly pulled apart a little bit. And you can see that there's actually a few drow that are currently like standing around it. And as you guys approach it, you can see that there are ropes tied down to it, and you can see that there are a few Duragar who are currently being whipped by these drow who are just all you guys see is a drow like lashing their whip into like a crevice, like whoosh. That you don't see anything, but once you get close, you realize there are people down there, and they're working on a very crude bridge to make your way across.
Crack. Oh, okay, so there are people under
the
this
crack.
that are...
In the crack.
It's a wide crevice.
I'm very confused. Is it a fissure?
Yes.
Okay,
Crevasse.
cool. We're better.
Yes.
I got it.
Wait, was it built? Was it made? Does it look man-made or?
No, and then in addition to that fissure, you turn to look to one of the houses on this, and one of the houses that's kind of parallel with this fissure.
Yeah.
You see has partially crumbled, as if the fissure kind of took out some of its structural integrity.
Reconstructed.
So everyone give me
Nature.
either nature and I guess intelligence. Yeah, give me an intelligence check. If you're proficient in nature, add your proficiency.
That's Carl.
18.
Is that Carl? Would you say that's Carl?
If you're proficient in nature, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then just straight intelligence.
15.
Well, that's the same fucking thing. So, 11.
Okay. Anyone higher than a 15?
Chris got an 18.
Yeah, I got 18.
Okay, so the two of you, there's maybe Felix. We'll go with Felix for this. Makes more sense for him.
Are you rolling with disadvantage?
No, I forgot about that. I am exhausted.
We are still
that's-
exhausted, buddy.
That is a 1, but I get to reroll that, and I got 19 that time.
Ooh, nice.
So 18.
Okay. So Felix, there's something about the terror of looking down into this fissure that sparks your memory about the earthquake that hit a few days ago. And you're realizing now that even when you guys were walking down the tunnel to Rachnia, like the final tunnel you were walking, there were some fresh cracks in the wall, as well as some collapsed tunnels. And slowly you're beginning to put the pieces together that that earthquake from a few days ago that you guys experienced
The cave-in.
had reverberations over here, and so you can kind of see some of the buildings are partially collapsed. You can see crevices in the ground, that type of thing.
And that's the cracks where the stampede came through?
Different,
Okay.
but also caused by the same thing.
Do you think they'll get mad if I cast Thaumaturgy?
Yes.
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 Should I do it anyway?
Probably not.
As you were crossing, was the city like on a large column that goes down into the abyss, or was it like floating? The city, like as before we crossed the bridge.
Yeah, so it's kind of in a moat, but just imagine that it's sitting on like a large.
Its own stone pedestal.
Okay. All right. Cool.
At this point, you guys just walk around the crevice because you can walk to a point where there's just a small jump instead of the big leap. So you guys walk around, keeping your distance. Azrael does a couple of salutes to the drow that are currently working, and then you walk for another 10 minutes until you actually make it into the town. And so now this level ground at this point, and you see a number of drow currently out and about, as if this were any old regular town. They're walking around. A few of them seem to be hawking wares. In terms of other races, you don't see many. You get the sense that while slaves are extremely valuable, they're a sign of prestige, and not very many of the drow family actually have slaves. So you guys stick out quite a bit, and as the drow are watching you guys walk by, you can tell there's an air of like jealousy and resentment as they all look at Azrael walk by with kind of a strut to her gait. It's the curled smirk on her face and this little bit of swagger.
For the people who are speaking, what language?
Undercommon?
I don't know what that is.
I don't think any of us do.
Nope.
So, like, do we make Azrael a millionaire?
No, we just make her look like one right
She's
now.
a poser.
Yeah, she's a freaking poser.
New money.
So
Not even real slaves.
they're looking at her with like respect and envy or disdain, but whatever it is.
All
Are
of
they
us.
looking at us in any particular way? Like, are we scum or are we
Insight check.
some? That disadvantage, 19 and a 15. Okay, 15 plus insight, 20.
God damn.
Yeah.
They're regarding you with the same sort of look that you in the real world might regard someone with like a really nice car. Like, you guys are a really nice piece of property.
Damn right we are.
Damn right I am.
Even with the big ass scar across my face.
You guys are still property. Nice property.
Like,
Proud of my
currently.
property.
At this point, you notice that there's a crossroads, and Azrael stops for a second as another drow comes up, and Azrael immediately gives a bit of a deferential bow, like a half bow. She doesn't go down to one knee or anything. And they begin talking to one another. And you see that the other drow is also female, also has a long curved blade at her hip, also has a cape, but this cape isn't tattered, it's well kept. And her white hair is braided into like it's half braided such that half of it falls and half of it is pulled back and done into what's the King of Dragons
Circlet?
from Game of Thrones.
The King of
Daenerys?
Dragons?
Daenerys, yeah, you know Daenerys
Queen.
does like
Queen.
the cool
She's a
bounce
queen.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she does that whole thing.
Yeah,
She
queen.
wants to be king. She can be king. She
Words.
rules everybody.
Khaleesi.
It's just Emilia Clarke. No big deal.
Yeah.
So this drow figure comes across, and Azrael kind of looks behind, and then casually puts some distance between. She like steers the like she's talking to this person and kind of casually is walking away from you guys, trying to put a little bit of distance between you and them. So you guys are just sort of stuck standing in this crossroads for a second as they're now like 30 feet away talking to one another. She's still keeping her eyes on you to make sure you guys don't do anything stupid, but she clearly moved away from earshot.
Okay. I'd like to grab my mushroom friends and just kind of shake them over my tongue.
And as you shake them, there's a small purple like powder that falls.
Riley's just gonna lick it straight up. Yeah, sure. I'll.
Did you partake?
He did
Yeah,
not.
do
I
the
did.
thing.
I'm gonna like.
Hey, do this thing.
I'm gonna give it to Felix.
Give me mushrooms.
I'm gonna hold it to Felix.
Yeah. Big lick.
There you go.
A mushroom over Sebastian.
I mean, if he doesn't want it, he's gonna hold his breath.
Sprinkle some over Aquilo.
Yeah, I was
Okay,
going
I
to.
do have cola too.
Okay, cool.
He sneezes for a second and then like takes his tongue and licks the
Don't you
outside
want
of
to
his
be
snout.
psychic?
This will let us have
don't know
telepathy
what that
between
is.
each other.
You can hear each other. It's thoughts.
Yes.
I mean, we're talking right now.
I know, but we don't have to talk.
Let
We
us
can hear each other's thoughts.
shit.
Yes.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. You gotta eat it.
Oh.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
I quickly put it back.
I'm gonna try to replant the mushroom into the shelf I made. I'm gonna try to put it back in to keep it healthy.
How chewed is it?
You're
like a cat. Spit it out.
Oh my god.
So to be,
Cascade ones. Cascade ones.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Cast healing word on the mushroom.
do you have any slots left?
Yeah, we had a lot left.
Okay, that's true.
Okay. I'm sorry he bit you. Boom. I don't know.
So to be clear, what they're holding is a small, almost as if they had pulled mushrooms out of the ground, so there's still like
This is gonna
soil and roots attached to it. And there's a small bundle of mushrooms sticking out. And what's kind of peculiar about the mushrooms is the top of the caps have this purplish, bluish, glowing sheen to them, almost like a lava lamp. So that's what the mushrooms
Take the shelf back.
looked like. But now,
Well, one of them.
yeah. Now the 4 stalks of them, one of them is like missing half a cap.
I cast healing word and it's a fungus. I don't know if that's gonna work. But anyway, I replant it because it's a fungus and like just grows back.
I want to try to make sure.
Biology.
I'm taking it back. No one
taken
touch
care
these
of.
mushrooms anymore. They are my
Okay.
family.
So Riley, you did a cure wounds, and Agar, give me a survival check.
Come on. Yes. 18.
18. Okay.
Take it.
So between Riley's quick cure wounds casting and Agar
Healing word.
quickly guiding her, showing her like precisely where it might be most effective to cast it, you gather, Agar, the survivalist, gather that while there was damage, there won't be any long-term damage.
Thank God.
And the mushrooms they'll pull through.
Thank God.
Okay.
To clarify, I was the only one who never experienced anything.
That's
Yes.
true.
So I just assumed they were mushrooms and Oni was weird.
Oni is weird. But these
Did Oni
mushrooms are
explain to
family.
us the telepathic conversation he had?
And so after you guys all partake of the spores, after a second you feel a number of other presences. You feel
this is not good.
like 5 other presences with yourself. 6 or no 7 actually because of Arquillo. So you feel 6 other presences.
So +3 actually because of mushrooms.
Kind of just floating in your psyche almost, and you can reach out to them if you want.
Sebastian, can you hear me?
Sebastian, you hear Agar's voice like in your mind.
We're speaking telepathically. Right, for future references, don't eat the mushrooms. Just sprinkle the spores on your inhale or taste the spores. That's
And you
it.
just ate our friend.
You said you have to eat it.
No, you cannot eat it.
Well, it was metonymy or synecdoche. I never know. I meant the spores.
It's fine. They'll pull through. They're fine. Just for the future. This might come in very useful, very handy.
I need to plant them. I need them alive.
Oni has a mission.
Yes. They were given to me.
How
by
long does this last?
How many
30
missions
minutes.
does Oni have? I
So
thought-
many.
A lot of missions.
Okay, sure.
I have to save Vintar, I have to save Raglotia, I have to save the Mushroom family.
So far,
For
those
now.
I think that's we're capping it at that.
Maybe we should save the mushroom communication for like key moments.
I'm assuming all this is happening telepathically.
Yeah.
Yes, this is all happening.
Is this one of those key moments? Because I feel like we did this for a reason.
Well, I figured it is better to have it now when we don't know what's happening, and then when we're going to end up at the place that we need to be, we'll be able to speak, I assume.
As you guys are having this conversation, just by keeping your eyes on Azrael, you can tell by the body language that their conversation is wrapping up. So you guys have a few moments longer.
Yes.
So we kill her, right?
We have no, what?
Eventually, yes, absolutely.
Later. Okay,
Alright,
but
then.
later. First we need to do what we need to do and get the information of where the demons are hiding.
I was just being provocative.
Oh, okay. You succeeded.
After that fucking stunt.
Actually, why don't you all give me a perception check
Again?
while we're at it?
You may. Natural 20 again.
19.
24.
Your disadvantage?
I'm
Yume's
using
not
Yume,
exhausted.
so.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you say
10.
24? Igor?
24.
Okay.
I mean, if I'm adding Yume's thing, it's 21.
Okay. Agar and Oni via the eyes. What'd you roll? 20 something?
19.
19. I'll give it to you. 19.
Hey.
Okay. So Agar, the Dragonborn, through his white
Bat. Yeah.
White bat.
White bat
bat's
with golden eyes.
his familiar's eyes, and Riley, the three of you notice. It's kind of hard to tell, but there's a little bit of firelight that catches the drow that Azrael's talking to, catches the emblem that's pinning her cape, her clothing, and you notice what look to be like kind of two feathers in like a crisscross X fashion.
The Hollowquill. These are the people we need to kill. Good to know.
Oh shit, is it?
Yes, we are supposed to kill Hollowquill. Telepathic. Don't get me in trouble, please. Let me know when our time is ending.
Okay.
30 minutes.
And at this point, you see Azrael gives another formal bow, keeps her head down until she sees that the footsteps leave her vicinity, and then stands up and returns to you guys. Doesn't say a word, just gives you a curt, like, nod, tight-lipped, black lipstick, black eyeshadow. A little peeved, but doesn't say anything, and you guys continue onward deeper into the city.
I give a Gaz like a reassuring pat on the upper chest.
I telepathically say thank you, mate.
That's right, we have telepathy now.
Okay. Everybody senses my feelings of wanting to just slam her face into the ground with my maul.
You guys continue through the city. The majority of the people that you encounter are drow. However, every once in a while, you see this creature that looks like if you took a manatee and put it on stilts. and gave it arms that reach down to its legs. And it has this very like scoliosis type of gait to it.
What?
Does this thing look friendly? It's a manatee. It has to be friendly.
Do I recognize that this is a natural looking thing?
Yeah.
like it's that's how it's.
Well, give me a nature check.
Mike, you realize this is our session now.
17.
It's a taper.
Yes.
Like I'm looking to see if it's modified. It's been like subjected to horrible
really tall
experiments.
ant.
This is
Agar, what have you done to this poor
although you
creature?
haven't run into one of these before, you've read about them. These are creatures that exist in the Underdark that are partly arachnid in I don't know,
Nature.
in nature, in structure, in whatever. And they're called ettercaps.
Ettercaps. Okay.
So they're manatee spiders?
Kind of like if you took a frog and just made its legs like long stilts, and then its hands came all the way down to its feet. And it's not using its hands for support.
Right.
All of its weight is standing on these really thin stilt-like
They're
legs.
top heavy.
Yeah, but it's like dragging its knuckles through the
Oh
dirt.
my god.
Okay, I see. Yeah.
And so you
Are
see
these-
these creatures.
They're like insect looking kind of thing.
Are they similar to the frog-like things we passed on the way in?
Not
is a new
quite.
thing.
It's more
Not
similar
quite.
to the
They're
horrors.
These are different things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, with the pig face and everything.
Gar. Is he friendly?
Are they? I don't know.
Nope.
I mean, they're beasts. Like
I mean, I would know. They're like any other creature or animal. If
We are in the
if you're aggressive towards them, they'll be aggressive towards you. Just let it be.
Oh man.
They're not thinking creatures. They're not someone you could befriend. They're something you could tame.
That's what I thought about mushrooms.
No, mushrooms
These
are
are
famous. They are famous. Mushrooms are famous.
So what you're saying is, if I gave
is
him
this
a lot
out
of
loud or internal?
Internal. This is
if I gave him a lot of food,
Assume telepathy until it runs out.
we can be friends.
You gave
Probably.
Perhaps later, after the slaughter.
fuck. It's
Bring one home.
so casually mentioned.
At this point, you guys are walking, and the lattice of spider webs that hangs over the city differs in terms of its elevation. Sometimes it's like 100 feet up in the air, and then other times they're like almost like levels, like dividing lines, layers rather. And right now you're at a point where the closest one is like 40 feet in the air of a spider web. You can see there's very thick silvery webbing. And in fact, as you look up, you see a large spider just kind of trailing you
Oh, good.
How large?
overhead. Large, like you could ride one.
Is
God.
Is this the same? This is. You said this is not the same kind of spider that I was tending to in Vintar. Okay.
And you said it's like how far? How far?
40 feet.
40 feet up?
Yep.
And it looks like I could ride it from 40 feet up. So it's probably way bigger up there?
I mean,
No,
you
you're
do
like-
the math. Like,
Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha,
if
gotcha.
this thing were down here, I could ride it.
Oni has depth perception.
Yeah. Just making
exactly.
sure.
With your cerulean eyes, you can see.
Well, I'm looking through you, man.
It's following us?
Oh, true.
And then,
Nice.
yeah, you guys notice that it's following you. It trails a little bit. Riley, make an animal handling check.
Oh God.
She's got good wisdom. Nope.
5.
5. As you look up and start like waving towards it, the spider stops for a second, and you see it takes its 2 front legs, and then very deliberately and methodically starts like tapping the webbing. Like,
Oh no. You just called everything.
Uh-oh.
I,
Maybe
think it
tap
likes you.
dancing.
Yes,
okay.
I think
Okay.
it likes
Mentally,
you.
this is all telepathically. Mentally. Okay. Before we came down here, I made it very clear this is one of the most dangerous places on the planet. The monsters and creatures and beasts, doubly so. You're a sweet person and it's fantastic, and I love that you have this excitement for beasts like I do. But we have to be very careful with stuff. Fuck the drows because they have a civilization, they can think properly, and they're just pieces of shite. But the animals down here are very territorial. Let's just be careful. I believe that they're calling their mates, and we just drew a lot of attention to ourselves.
Oh,
It's okay, it's fine.
it's just saying hi.
But
No, I
we're
believe it.
fantastic. So probably they like us more than the drow.
Should I tap back?
No.
Okay.
you guys continue walking for another 5 minutes, and that same spider that was trailing you, still following you guys,
Dope.
moving along the silvery lattice web.
I think we have a new friend, like the mushrooms and Arquillo.
After a certain point, another spider gathers
Yeah, fucking knew it.
overhead.
I'm just kidding.
Asriel is still with us, right?
She's guiding you guys through the city.
Yeah, we're
you guys
following her.
You guys are going straight. You're taking lefts. You're taking rights. She's got you.
Does she seem bothered by this?
Insight check.
Did she notice me?
Probably.
Yeah, I wanted to know if she notices the spiders too.
Oh, nothing. 2 plus 5.
Should I
Less.
roll?
Go for it.
2 plus. Yep.
Are we all doing this?
15.
Hard to tell,
Okay.
because she's leading the charge. Every once in a while, she looks back behind just to make sure that you guys are keeping up and you're all still there. You guys haven't disappeared and there's no shenanigans going on. But
Yeah.
it's hard to tell.
No
'cause
shenanigans.
You can't see her face, and all you have to go by are the sway of her hips and her cocky swaying of the head.
I mean, I could blindside it, but
No.
Odin's not
follow
paying
that.
attention to that shit.
Difficult to tell.
Can I shoot her a message?
To Azrael?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Like, are these giant spider things following us going to be a problem?
Do we hear the message?
Oh. Do we?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
All right,
I
that's
think
fine.
so.
Yeah, no. No.
Yeah, it's like a silent thing. It just kind of.
Yeah. Okay. So you cast the symbols and throw your mind out towards Azrael. After a moment, you hear a reply in the back of your head. Well, I don't know why, but we've caught their attention. But
So is that a yes or no?
just keep moving, and Lolth bless us that this may not be no problem.
We'll see.
Okay.
Oh,
Not a
love
moment later,
Oh God.
it. Love it.
there's a figure that turns a corner, hood up such that you can't see its features, arms in each of the hoods, and they exchange a few words. And then you see the figure turn and look towards the center column that's on fire in the middle of the city, and then looks back at Azrael, gives a curt nod, and then turns around and leaves. At this point, Azrael looks very confused. She stops and doesn't say anything. You can see her eyes are kind of darting a little bit back and forth. You can see she's doing some mental calculations, she's doing some hard thinking.
Were there any markings on the person that she just spoke to? Like the Hollowquill symbol?
Give me a perception check. Say.
Oh my god, I'm rolling so well. 20.
20. You do notice that as they turn away to leave, right on the back of them, there's a helix-like shape.
Black spires. Was it black spires?
That it's a helix-like shape that kind of looks like it's made of fire.
Oh shit.
She looked at the fire sphere, cylinder, column, stick in the ground. I will await her orders.
The family was named the Black Spires, right?
Yes,
Okay,
black
cool.
spires. Correct. Reluctantly, Azrael turns to you all, says, "It's been a bit of a detour. Before we go to the Shadowblade estate, we must go to the Temple of Lolth.
Whoa.
We're going to the Everflame.
Any special rules for that place?
More of the same times 10.
Okay.
My jaw
questions?
clenches.
So we're just going to pat a guard. It's like, all right, so we're going to sit in the back and I'm going to talk. Going to take deep breaths all the way through.
I don't think so.
Jiminy Cricket.
Just
So you guys were walking
quiet.
kind of north eastward, but now Azrael, after having this discussion with you, turns to the left and starts going towards the center of town where this column is. And as you get closer and closer, we're just going to kind of skip ahead a little bit. You can actually hear the flames that are coming off the outside of the spire. And you can see that there's a spiral staircase that goes around it. And every once in a while, there's like a doorway and an entrance so you can enter inside.
That's amazing.
Like, is the staircase on fire?
So cool.
Kind of like the outside of the staircase, like the walls, but not the actual stairs.
So
Oh,
the
okay.
inside of the staircase that's adjacent to the column.
No, the outside.
No, so you have the
Facing
column, you have the stairs, and then on the outside of the stairs out into the city is the fire.
Okay.
If we walked on it, we wouldn't get burned. That's all I need
yes.
to know.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
kind of wrong.
If we're on a sidewalk, car side, Grass side being the wall and car side being the fire.
Starboard and port.
Oh, okay, that clears it up.
Yep.
Port is left, starboard is right.
That doesn't clear it up either.
Yeah, she's real bad at that. Left. No, Kelsey. No. Oh boy, are we all going to die? This is telepathic.
And you said there's doors every so often up the stairs.
Yeah, like intermittently as you go up, you can see that there's an entrance into
Okay.
the column.
Into the column. Cool.
Telepathically.
Wait, did you say the column looks man-made?
Parts of it look man-made, parts of it look natural.
Cool.
It looks like two stalagmite and stalactite had joined together. So it's wider at the bottom, pinches near the middle, and then widens out at the top.
Cool.
So telepathically, I say to the group, when we were doing the things with the roots of Vintar, Sebastian's friend Ralo, he said that some people go to the Temple of Lolth and fail the transformation or something like this.
Yes. Aye.
Are we going to witness this? Are we going to be offered up for this?
No,
No.
they wouldn't.
Maybe.
From my religious background, wouldn't I know like that's a special endowment that you're not just gonna get ordinary people?
Yeah, like to them we don't get that honor.
Give me a check.
Seems like a drow rite of passage.
Okay.
6,
6.
7.
You're not entirely sure the frequency with which this happens, or really the reasoning. You
Okay.
just know it's a thing that happens, and it's shrouded. It's like an enigma.
Okay.
That's where we were before you did the roll.
Okay. So that is concerning.
We'll worry about it if it happens.
You guys reach.
Only had the mini aneurysm.
You guys reach the base of the column. And as you look up at the spider webs, you can see that now there are like 10 spiders
You're good.
that all gathered above you at different levels of the webs. All very clearly keeping an eye on you. At the bottom of the steps, you see another hooded figure that acknowledges your presence, steps to the side, and you guys begin to ascend into the Temple of Lolth.
Boże mój.
You guys climb the stairs.
There you go.
You walk past an entrance, and like right as you're walking past, there's a figure that steps into the doorway to kind of block your vision. Again, another hooded figure. You guys continue upwards, crossing another room, crossing another one, spiraling around, coming back up to the front. Then you guys...
Spider's still in view.
Yes. At different levels. So at this point, you're actually like starting to climb in their midst. So there's some that are now above you and some that are now below you.
Creepy.
And the webs are attached to the column.
Yes, and then they attach to other stalagmites and to other stalactites throughout the city. The larger ones, obviously.
Cool.
Finally, you reach the pinch point, the middle of this column. And instead of continuing past the open door, you turn inward. And as you turn inward, there is a large vaulted room with columns on the inside, arches going above you. You can see intricate spiders engraved into the columns. Very intricate stonework. And you look in front of you, and there's this just massive throne made of like black obsidian stone. And above you, at the top of this vaulted ceiling, you see what almost looks like a pool of lava It's red and orange, ever so slightly bubbling, shifting, moving around.
Like through glass?
Kinda
It just
tough to
looks
tell.
like this is the ceiling.
It looks like it's held there
So
magically.
there's a ceiling, and then there's like a small round pool.
Okay.
That's just like, it's not drooping.
No.
It looks like it's held there magically.
Cool.
Cool.
Imagine there was a pool of lava on the ground,
Yeah. Just above us.
Put it
and then all
upstairs.
above us, yeah,
Yeah.
defying gravity.
Sure, yeah. This is terrifying.
How high up are we, approximately?
In terms of the middle of the column,
Yeah. 300
300
feet, 200 feet, 100 feet.
200 feet approximately.
Cool.
None of us are resistant to lava.
There's a figure sitting in throne. Dark gray robes, etched with a pattern of silvery webs. And it stands up and starts walking to you. And immediately, to the group. Azrael immediately goes down to one knee, kind of puts her hand over her knee, and then puts her forehead to her hand.
I telepathically
hop
reach
off
out
the
to
guard.
Aquilo.
What's that?
As I hop off a Gar and do the same.
I follow Felix's lead.
I instruct Aquilo to do the same.
You all do the same.
Yeah.
Begrudgingly.
You all get down, eyes averted to the floor. You
Looking for you, mate.
All you hear, except for you can see, is the rest of you hear just patient footsteps hitting the marble floor, walking towards you all. Then finally it stops in front of Azrael. And it starts speaking to Azrael in a language that none of you understand.
Undercommon.
Did it sound like 2 footsteps? Like 2 feet footsteps?
Yeah,
Okay.
did.
Like a person.
Right.
Yeah,
Bipedal creature.
Immediately you hear Azrael's breath catch.
Like suffocation?
Gasping.
Gasp.
Oh. Damn.
$20 says she's being reprimanded for what Riley did.
That would have been amazing.
20 gold pieces.
I'll take that bet.
I'd be okay with it.
You figure
Be the
then
queen. You're welcome.
steps to the side. You guys keep your eyes averted, steps to the side. You can hear that footsteps moving off to your right, and then just stops. You look out of the peripheral of your vision, Azrael's not moving. And then you begin to hear a bubbling.
Is it directly above us?
Roughly.
Okay.
You hear a bubbling coming from the ceiling.
I move my shield over my head.
Oh, help.
As this bubbling grows in intensity, there's a very familiar sensation. It's a very familiar sensation that you had just experienced in the Minotaur labyrinth after Azrael delivered the cutting blow, and then a vortex appeared. And you guys were all being sucked into this vortex.
Where I lost my hand axes.
That very same sensation is now emanating from that bubbling pool of lava, except instead of like a vacuum trying to suck you in, it's more like you feel this like a hot wind propelling you, almost. And then you can't help but look up. In fact, even Azrael looks up. And as she looks up, out of the lava on the ceiling, you see one long, spiny leg. and then another long spiny leg, and they come down out and they kind of attach to the columns in the row that you guys are standing in. And then another, and they slowly come out and attach until there are 8 legs that go up into this lava. And then you see a black-skinned figure begin to descend from the pool of lava. The red, spiny legs attached to her back. As far as you can tell, she appears naked, just a female form. Except her skin and her flesh looks like molten lava as it's moving down kind of like the hillside. That's what it appears like. There are cracks of red and orange glowing. And this figure comes down and you feel this enormous, even you, Agar, arcane presence.
Shit.
Such that you've never, take the strongest arcane thing you've ever experienced and multiply it by 1,000. It is overwhelming. In fact, those of you with arcane experience are baffled, grappling to understand how one being could channel so much energy without bursting. And this figure comes down. Its feet touch the ground. Its legs still extended into the columns. And then it starts walking towards you. And Azrael stands up, kind of like palms out, and just Lolth.
Fucking hell. Yep.
That's all she can muster at this point. And this being walks towards, looking at you all silently. It walks past. It's human in height, in figure. You know, it's not big, daunting, but it's got the red, spiny, leathery, lava legs protruding from its back. It's still connected to
The
the
legs
columns.
are also lava-like? Cool.
And she walks past Azrael. Starts walking amidst all of you. You can feel, it's like you're standing next to a tornado. This silent energy that's just hitting you. She walks past you, Riley. You feel this revulsion deep within you. She walks past you, Sebastian. She walks past you, Tony. She walks past you, Aurora. And then she comes to stand right in front of Felix.
Hard bow, just no eye contact. Just,
It's not about you, buddy. It's about your buddy. Oh
I
shit!
know.
This is interesting.
You bow deeply, and you can see, you're looking at her feet right now, and she's just standing.
On one knee.
Get down to one knee.
I'll take off my hat.
Take off your hat. You can feel this presence pushing out towards you. And then you all watch as one hand comes out turns a hand upward with a single finger, puts it underneath your chin, and you feel this incredible pain immediately surge through you. It's very uncomfortable.
A little bit.
Statement.
A little bit.
And she lifts your chin
Is this Indiana Jones?
to look at you.
Close my eyes.
You close your eyes.
Yep. No eye contact.
And then, for the first time, she speaks.
I open my eyes and look at Azrael.
You have brought me a gift.
Oh. Shit.
And for this, you will be rewarded. She takes her other hand, her molten lava form, and with the finger, places her hand on your chest. And you feel this burning. Remember being branded in the Minotaur lab? It's like that, but to 1,000-fold, where you nearly pass out. You nearly go unconscious from this white hot pain, and all of you can see flashes of white from beneath Felix's shirt, kind of shooting outward like beams of light, like through his chest. Felix, you almost pass out, but then you feel like she doesn't let you.
I'm probably screaming.
This little halfling screaming, his cries echoing out. And then she releases her hand from you. She beckons your eyes.
Okay. We'll look at her.
As you make eye contact with her, there are no pupils. It's just a small pool of red lava. She's looking at you, but you really feel like she's looking through you. And then now she speaks directly to you, Felix.
Oh, God. Not a fan.
She says, I'm so glad we have a messenger. Deliver this.
Okay.
Make sure Masaro hears this.
Okay.
And then, still talking to you, but at this point more at you, she says, good luck in the coming contest.
Oh, this is a contest.
Why do people keep saying
Releases
that?
her hand from you,
Is it a sweet
and you can
seat?
feel this
Have we been
throbbing
entered?
in your chest.
Wheel of Fortune.
She turns around from you, starts walking back towards the center, and Azrael is just fucking awestruck. She is just pale and expressionless. Her pupils have shrunk down to almost nothing, and
Rub this in your
And
face.
then Lolth turns to Azrael and says, you have done quite well. You please me today. And for this, I will reward you in your coming encounter. What? And in front of all of you, a small column of fire bursts up. Like one small, roughly your height, a column of fire. Like a small little tornado. And then Lolth begins ascending upwards, her legs pulling her body up as she goes back into the pool of lava. And now you hear all of you addressing you all. Her voice coming from everywhere, from the side, from the top, from the bottom, from deep within you. You hear her say, reach and reap your rewards that are forged in the flames. And her black lava figure pulls upward. And then slowly she withdraws into the pit of lava. And that's where we're going to take our break.
I'm what?
Excuse me?
So,
The self-cleaning pants of Felix have just finished cleaning up all the urine.
What? Did you just drop a god on us? What the fuck?
It's a literal god.
Drop the god on you.
a little bit. So, at this point, we're going to take about a 10-minute break. Felix, you can go ahead and look at that document I sent you. So,
Yeah, sure.
little
Give me a minute.
metagamey knowledge. You guys are each going to reach into the fire, and you're going to pull out a magical weapon of your choice. Now, I'm going to
Probably
hand
hers.
you all out. I'm going to hand you all out a list. Some of the items on this list overlap across individuals. Some of them do not.
Cool.
Can I ask a point of clarification that might be important for this? Did I feel revulsion toward her? Or did she feel revulsion toward
You
me?
felt revulsion towards her.
The feeling was probably neutral.
That's what I was going to ask too.
Also, sorry. Do I get the feeling that this is somebody that I can trust because they want to protect Azrael because she pleased her, or do I?
You want to inside check a god?
That's basically what I was asking if I could do. Like, do I feel like I can trust her to?
Go ahead and roll. Let's see if you can inside check Lolth.
I want to see if, like, do I trust? Sorry. I'm sorry.
Are you serious?
It's a nat 20!
I want to know, like, do I trust this? Like, does it feel like it's safe enough to reach into the fire to, like, reap this reward, or should I be like, fuck that, not a second cursed item for me?
The guard knows when to roll those nat 20s.
To be clear, I would reach in regardless of how safe I think it is.
I mean, you already got burned. Why not?
I'm probably gonna reach in anyway, but like, I gotta be prepared.
Yeah, trust or no trust.
I mean, it is a god, and nat 20 might not matter.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's hard to read. However, you feel like if Lolth wanted to kill you, she would have.
Fair enough.
Cool. So,
Cool.
If she wanted to kill us, she'd kill us, bring us back to life, and kill us again.
So to be clear, I'm gonna hand my players all out a list of magical items. Some of the items overlap across people, some of them do not. When we get back, we're gonna roll a d20. The no modifiers, first person, the highest number goes first.
Cool.
So come back with a selection of like 3 items.
Legends die.
Come back with a selection. Come back with a selection of like 3 items, because if someone steals yours, you're gonna have to go with your second choice
Cool.
or third choice
Cool.
potentially.
But to everybody in chat, thanks for keeping it hype the whole way through. Do us a favor and vote for your favorite bard for the Legends Die.
No.
Hey.
He meant to say rogue.
No. You guys were mean to the mushroom. Sorry.
And
the rogue
while
was mean to the
they are contemplating their magical item future, if you could throw us a vote in the chat for one of the players or myself to receive the Legends Die, a d20 of inspiration that
You just
we will
threw a
use
god at us.
in the second half of today's session. So I hope you guys are enjoying it,
I
because
don't
we
even know
certainly
what
are.
Am.
Is
Yes.
And
All
we'll
are
be back
ams.
in a
To
bit.
be.
Vote for Lolth.
Oh god.
No.
Hello, and we're back. So, before we jump into the rest of the game and figure out where in the world things go from here, let's do a quick check-in with the chat, see what's going on, see who, pray tell, gets the Legends die for the second half of tonight's session. So, Chris, tell us what's going on.
Yeah, so, man, chat's just being awesome today.
You guys are legendary.
Hands down, like,
The true
chat's been
legends.
blowing up all the way through. And apparently being touched by a god has some rather positive ramifications, as we had a clean sweep of 5-0 for
What?
Felix News Day.
There
Nice.
you go.
Congrats.
That's-
He needs it.
Yeah, he does.
He got
Congrats.
touched by a god.
So you have a Legends die, a d20 that you can add to any roll before the night
Boom.
ends.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Oh my god, I could use it here and just
Yeah.
guarantee my favorite item.
So
Let's
now,
roll 2
as we're
twos.
pulling back,
Wait, before we roll,
sure.
can I use luck?
No.
No modifier, straight
this
roll.
is a meta gaming roll.
Okay.
This is not a mechanical roll.
Can you use your inspiration d20 for it?
What?
The Legends die?
The Legends die?
I should
I
say
think anybody's
yes.
gonna go for the thing that I want. Well,
I think
I
yes.
don't know what I want.
I'll let you have it
Okay.
if you want
See
it.
if I need it.
If you want it.
Yes.
So as
See
we
if I need
pull
it.
back into the story, our
I know which my number
5
one is.
characters plus our Quillo plus
Is a
Azrael.
Quill a good item?
He does not. Quillo's not gonna. Somehow that slipped my mind, but fuck, he's not getting an item.
Hey, I could pick for him. I already know which one he'll get.
So, you're all standing there in the aftermath of your confrontation, your meeting with Lolth, one of the Lords of the Abyss. And standing before you all is a small fire, a column of raging flame, roughly your height. And it beckons, calls to you to reach in. And as you look into the flames, you can see the shadowy form of something within. I want you all to roll a d20.
All right, everybody.
Oh, of course, that's my one bad roll.
Oh no!
I don't want to go first.
So, 15 and 20.
Just a straight roll.
Yeah, straight roll.
Straight roll.
Persuasion check.
10 to 15.
14.
You're first.
11.
5 to 10.
7.
I think we tied.
Riley. 2.
Big 3.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh.
you take my staff, motherfucker.
You know you could have used your Legends die on this.
I could have, but I don't think people are gonna take my thing.
Agar. Your hand reaches into the fire. What does it grab?
I feel the hot iron as I pull out a hilt, and as I continue pulling it out, it gets longer and longer and longer. It's a great sword. And on the hilt, there is a smiling skull, and the hand guard for it, which is a little broad for 2 hands, has it's basically webs, and inside the skull's mouth is a spider, and the legs go out from the skull's mouth into the webbing for the handguard. It is the Sword of Life Stealing, gifted by Lolth.
Very cool. You hold this new blade in your hand. It's a powerful, enchanted weapon. Sebastian, your hand reaches into the fire. What does it find?
Does the fire hurt? Not that
No.
that necessarily matters.
It doesn't.
Okay, that's good to know.
You can feel the heat emanating off of it, but like a hand piercing through the surface of water, it gets cooler on the other side.
Awesome.
I reach my right hand forward and slowly close it, and I feel what feels like the hilt of a weapon. So I slowly begin to pull back, and as I retrieve my hand from is it a portal? Is it a fire?
It's just a column of fire.
Column
So
of
you're
fire.
pulling it from the fire itself.
As I pull the weapon from the fire, it appears to be like a very, very thin, elvish design rapier, but fairly simple. But the hilt looks different from traditional rapier. It almost looks like it has wings as part of the handguard. Yeah.
What kind of wings?
Kind of
Feathered?
wings?
Like dragon wings or like
bat
feathered
wings?
wings or?
We will make them dragon wings.
Excuse me. What officially is the weapon you drew?
The DM.
The dancing sword.
Yeah.
He's red as your shirt.
That's what you wanted.
I guess so. Bummer.
Oh.
It's okay. I have a good backup.
Of course you do. They're all amazing.
Oh, thank God you did not take the sword of life stealing.
Oni,
Yes.
Oh, well, I went
your
first.
black scale dragon clawed hand reaches into the fire. What does it
And
pull?
as I'm reaching, is the column going from floor to the roof?
No, it's like your height.
My height.
Yeah,
Oh,
and the one
shit.
standing in front of Felix is Felix's height.
Okay, cool. Oni seeing this thinks, okay, reaches in and feels something. It's also feels like a hilt, and he starts pulling it out, but it's coming out all vertically at once. It's about his height, a little shorter, and it is this black iron staff that seems to have your classic web-like image of like just a web, like a spider web, but they seem to be made of the frost that you see on your windows. And he pulls out the staff of frost. At the top, you see, again, it's still all just entirely iron, but at the top, it does have this crystal-like shape that seems to be entirely covered by this frost web-looking thing. It has a similar hue to his eyes
And
of cerulean.
And officially, you have taken the
Staff of Frost.
Staff of Frost. Felix, you reach your
Alright.
hand into the fire. For a split second, you're worried that your green-colored shirt might not be able to survive. But it survives okay as you pull your hand
Yeah.
out.
Put my hat back on. Reach, maybe pull the sleeve down a bit, and just reach up and pull back. And as I'm pulling down, a long silver chain with kind of engraved vines and leaves throughout the small chain pulls down, and I pull it down for about a foot before a large ruby encased in silver pops out in the shape of a heart. It kind of the red ruby radiates off the lava light. It just kind of dangles in a really nice heart shape as it kind of like spins in place.
That is a good one.
Amulet of Health.
Yeah.
Amulet of Health.
Good call.
Yep.
Riley. And at this point, after you guys have pulled your weapons, your fires have begun to extinguish. So now there is only one fire left.
Like turn on the music like one little bit.
What?
Is Lolth watching?
No, she
Lolth
went back
has
in.
ascended.
Lolth is
into the
always
pool.
watching.
Like Santa Claus.
Okay. So
And it's
I
gone.
cross my index and middle finger together, and I cross my ring and my pinky finger together, and I cross those together, put it behind my back, and I reach in, and I pull out this staff that has a spider on top, and then its 8 legs come down to actually form the staff, so it's hollow, but the legs form the staff itself. And then going down all the legs are just jewels, jewels. They're all like orangey, bronzy, fiery colored. And then the spider on top has 8 jeweled eyes. And I look at it, and I'm kind of like sad it's not a dragon. And I pulled out the Staff of Healing. So I can use my spells for fun things now.
Oh, that's a great choice.
And with that, the last column of fire extinguishes. You all did a really good job with your descriptions and your flavoring.
You stop it.
DM inspiration.
What's that? 8 or 10 or 12?
It's a reroll.
It's an advantage.
It's a reroll.
Oh,
advantage.
DM. Yeah.
Oh, so official. So raw is you can only have 1.
Yeah.
I've had 1 since like session 3 that I haven't used. Can I have 2?
No, because you got luck and you have the
Yeah, I
legends
know.
die and you got a lot going on for you. So
Felix is
It's all
taking
one character.
You've had
Absolutely.
advantage this whole
also
time.
keep in mind,
Yeah.
mechanically speaking, I did rule that you cannot use a de-inspiration if you're using a luck point.
Cool.
So you can't roll, use luck, and then use de-inspiration.
It doesn't
You
stack.
can't have quadruple advantage.
No.
That's a bummer.
Quit.
That's the only reason you
So, for those of you that are out there, we're looking for a new bard.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
You guys are standing
Dumbfounded.
dumbfounded.
I'm just kind of like getting lost in the heart.
I feel like I made the wrong choice.
Do we intuitively know what these items do, or we don't know yet?
No, you made a good choice.
You know what they do.
You know what they do.
We know what we did.
The god told us.
Yep.
You reached into the fire and pulled out your own
The frost
your
of my
own
staff.
aid.
I think I worship
Changes.
Lolth now.
Oh yeah, I
You
definitely
worship
put
Lolth
my-
now.
I
Nope.
really wanted augury to do some testing.
I adjust the scabbard to my back.
It's cool in here too, right?
I'm carrying a lot of weapons.
Azrael
Yeah.
turns to you all. Her eyes.
Did she get one?
She did, but honestly, I totally slipped my mind. So I'm gonna have to do that off screen because I don't know.
All right.
Or we can always
She's
just
probably
come
gonna
back
take
to
some
it.
some sort of magic casting, a staff or something.
Yeah, she can always come back to it.
You see her holding a staff.
I don't think she actually needed it.
She makes eye contact with each of you, and her eyes linger on Felix.
You hurt my eyes. Nope.
She walks up to you,
I'm not here.
leans down so that only you can hear. You can feel her cheek against your cheek, and you can feel her black lipstick against your ears.
Keeping an eye on them.
And she just says, "What did you do to deserve being touched by a god?"
Wouldn't you like to know?
She does know.
She doesn't. Only I do.
She doesn't. Only Oni knows.
Oh.
She's got a hint, but
Okay.
yeah. I don't look up when I say it, but I definitely sound kind of cocky.
Nice.
Wouldn't you like to know?
At which point she replies again. She hasn't moved her lips from your ear. You can feel the hot breath in your ear. There are
I said
multiple,
that very quietly.
Yeah.
there are multiple ways to extract information. And she pulls back.
So, like, I think, you probably like us now, right?
Lolth certainly seems to.
Yeah.
I hate you all.
Only
hate
smiles.
something you don't love.
Feelings
And
mutual.
she begins to walk out of the vaulted chamber, but looking over her shoulder at the pool of lava on the ceiling, hoping, wondering, scared
Yeah.
that Lolth might make another appearance.
Totally scared.
All the emotions.
But
I'm gonna scamper back up Agar.
you guys leave the temple. You make your way down the spiral staircase. You make your way through town. And eventually you make it to what looks to be like a gated off estate. A parcel of land that specifically has a wrought iron gate marking its territory off. On the front of it, in the wrought iron, you see a blade. You see the symbol of a blade in the wrought iron with like a flame wrapped around it. Something similar to what you've seen Azrael use, and something similar to what you've seen your own Sebastian use. You guys make your way into the courtyard. The door creaks on its hinges as you guys walk in.
Put on my necklace.
There's gravel in this courtyard, and there are a number of trees, about 20, 30 foot tall trees, not like huge trees. And as you look at them, what's kind of weird about them is they're covered in this thick, dense fog, like it's white, and you realize this is one of those really dense spider webs that this tree is holding. This tree is more of a habitat for the spiders than anything else.
Spider trees are my new least favorite thing.
You walk to this estate, large stone building, big double doors, just a couple, 3, 4, 5 steps up. Azrael takes the knocker, does it. You can hear it echo inside. And after a moment, inside, it's mostly dark, but you can see that it's lit by a series of sconces.
Well done.
Also known as scones.
There are a series of
Braziers.
sconces on the wall, giving soft purple light. And standing behind the door is a dwarf wearing an eye patch.
Normal dwarf?
Normal dwarf, not a Duragar, a dwarf. Wearing an eye patch. He sees Azrael, gives like a flourishing bow, stands back up, says a few words in Undercommon. Azrael says a few words in Undercommon. And then Azrael turns to you all and says, "We will speak at dinner. Don't do anything foolish." Turns around and walks down one of the hallways, leaving you with this eye-patched dwarf. To which he looks at you all. Common?
Yes.
I say in Dwarvish, Dwarvish,
Dwarvish.
if it please you.
No, Goldman, please.
And then he says in
Please.
Dwarvish.
Dwarvish.
We all
Common.
speak
Please.
common. Wait, you speak Dwarvish too?
Dwarf, all the dwarven kind.
Oh, true!
Yarg.
Common.
Yes.
Follow me. And he trudges off. He's got a well-built frame, fairly muscular. Goes down one hallway, opens a door, and then kind of motions you all to follow.
Go in.
And you notice that the interior of this building, the stone, the floors are made of marble. The walls are made of stone. The whole structures in Rachnia in general are a combination of really hard, rigid stone contrasted against like the delicacy of the spider webs. So it's this weird paradox of like hardness and lightness.
Fragility.
Make your way down the steps You hear the door close behind you. Your dwarf guide kind of calls out in front of you. The door on the left.
Do you want us to open the door?
Okay, you guys go in down to the third door on the left, open it, unlocked. And you notice it's a narrow hallway, about 30 feet long, and there are 3 doors on the left, and then 3 doors on the right. So you go down to the end of the hallway, turn.
As we're walking, I want to ask the dwarf, like, "Oi, what's your name?"
Gomak.
Oh God, pleasure. I'm gonna go into the door.
He gestures within hard, calloused hands, sort of the build, the body of a laborer. You can see the years of labor on his physique. You guys enter a small room. There's a table within. Names.
Are you asking our names?
Yes.
I am Oni.
Why?
Why?
Roy?
What would you like me to call you? Number 5?
It's got a good ring to it. But, nah, call me Felix.
Oh. Darius. I don't actually laugh
You
when I
already
say
gave him.
Yeah, I go with you.
And as he's going along, he totally passes over the kobold. You're, hello! My name's Arquillo!
What is your name?
Gomak.
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 Do I get the feeling that he feels honor and duty to his post, or does he feel like really like I really fucking wish I wasn't here, I want them all dead?
I'm gonna say insight check, but I'm gonna say at disadvantage, because you really haven't, you haven't
Yeah.
seen him interact with the others much outside of Azrael.
Okay.
So,
19.
at disadvantage.
Yep, I rolled a nat 20 and a 13.
Okay. You get a vibe of undying fealty.
Fuck.
Dope.
Cool. Thank you.
Samuel Jackson and Django Unchained.
That was exactly where I went.
I haven't seen that movie.
It's quite good.
That's
movie?
I believe it.
Made me uncomfortable.
Oh, Django.
I believe that too.
Yep.
So,
It was
Such a
made
good
too,
movie.
yeah.
Oh,
Such a good movie.
we'll be having dinner with the matron of the house.
Azrael?
No, the matron of the house.
What's her name?
You know this off the top of my house.
Shit, sorry.
She dines with her slaves? My God.
This
We're
is
not
special
slaves
occasion.
anymore, we're anointed.
That's true.
By a
We have
god.
the blessing
Matron
of Lolth.
Revaya.
Revaya. We did receive Lolth's blessing. You more so than anyone.
Yeah, that was a thing.
Yes.
Did we
Clean
hear?
yourselves off.
Okay.
Make yourselves presentable.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I look at myself like, dude, this is what you got.
And when you meet the matron, you will have to offer a gift of some sort.
What the dick?
What type
that
of gifts
shit.
does she usually get?
It depends.
Okay.
I'll be back.
We'll be here.
He walks out. Closes the door.
Are we all in the same room?
Yep.
Are there beds?
No, this is like a.
it
It's
a
like a
bathroom?
crude dining hall.
Oh.
And then
we're
that
in the dining hall right now?
Is a door that leads to the 6 rooms.
I'll draw it out while you guys, but you guys chit chat and I'll draw it out.
Did we hear what She said Lolth said to Felix about Massaro.
Yeah.
We heard
Yeah,
that?
we heard that.
Yeah.
Okay, so
But didn't say what I was supposed to tell him. But she did say the name.
So, could you please explain to me who the fuck is Mazzaro?
Not really.
Is that he who must not be named?
What?
You already explained to us
yeah.
that you made a deal with someone with a demon who can see us and hear us.
Devil.
Yeah.
Devil.
What?
Yeah.
Devil.
It was
Yes.
a
Right,
devil.
a devil.
Right. Yeah.
Is this devil's name?
The fear does come back to Felix that he was feeling earlier, like that timid. The proud bravado definitely slinks away, and just.
What's the contest?
We don't
Oh, I've got no fucking clue.
Well, I'm assuming it's the slaughter of whatever family we're here to kill.
Probably not.
Oh,
Because
No.
that makes no
the
sense.
the Metalith
No,
mentioned the contest as well, and she has no
Right.
idea.
Seems
And
like
Massaro probably doesn't give a shit.
yeah.
Wait, are you telling me that you think that you're devil
Wait,
and
no, you guys don't know that she mentioned the contest. That was secret to me. Yeah.
didn't she?
You always have to put it lower.
We
There you
didn't
go.
hear the part about the contest.
Perfect. The Merilith
Yeah.
said it to us.
Yeah. But Lolth said to me to tell Massaro to not, or to wish him good luck in the contest, but that was quiet, right?
I thought just Azrael was quiet. Sorry.
I could be wrong.
Well, we are still connected by the spores.
It doesn't matter.
No, this is different.
Okay,
She's a god. If she didn't want you to hear, you didn't hear.
yeah, fair.
No, she said that out loud.
She did say.
Okay.
Okay.
What's the
Yeah, there is
contest?
a contest.
Oh yeah, no, I have no fucking clue.
Oh.
Nor do I.
Is this like a god contest?
Okay, so
Ooh.
real quick with that stuff
The
up there,
others would probably do well.
we're in one of the 6 bedrooms.
No, we're
You're
in the
in it.
dining room.
You're in one of the 6 rooms.
Okay,
You walk down the hallway. There were 3 doors on your left, 3 doors on your right. You're just in a room.
3 doors
and
down.
that one looks like a makeshift kind of dining hall area thing.
The one
The one
you're
we're in.
Yeah.
Yeah, what does that look
just
like?
like a plain table. Just
Okay.
like you guys are in a room with a table.
Cool.
Underground.
Cool.
Right. Okay, I'm going to spend this time, I guess, cleaning whatever I can and attuning to the stuff.
Clean?
Same.
You said I
Same.
should make ourselves presentable. Yes.
Oh, I thought you were gonna clean the room.
Well, I have no interest in cleaning this room.
We better tidy up. I mean, we are
Slave.
servants
Slave,
now.
yeah.
What do you think
We're
this person
posing.
assumes is gift?
As servants.
I figured I'm just gonna play her a song.
Oh, that makes sense.
Oh. Hey, look! I got the staff.
Yes, I have his stuff as well. Yes. Ting.
Staff buddies.
Yes.
Stave buddies.
Staffs again.
Yeah.
What did you get?
I got a
Sword, the dancing sword.
rapier,
Why?
It looks
apparently.
pretty.
I got a great sword. All right, I'm gonna spend my time attuning to the sword, become familiar with it.
How long do we have till he comes back?
You're not quite sure.
We have no idea.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go check out the other rooms.
Okay.
Do
Are you
it.
sure that's a good idea, Fred? That
I assume
could be like.
sneakily.
Yeah.
Give me a stealth roll.
Do it,
Oh
buddy. Do
god,
it.
this
I thought you
feels
were
like
gonna
a
deviate.
really bad idea.
We can't just sit in the room. We can't clean up in the room. There's no water.
I thought you were gonna deviate from your other dice.
I mean, I could just say I'm looking for a bathroom, which isn't actually a lie.
Okay.
Oh,
that's good.
God.
I told you.
12?
Sebastian, while they're attuning to their weapons, you step out. You're in the hall. It's dark. There are a couple sconces up on the wall illuminating, but it's still pretty dark in here. Where would you like to go?
I guess the room across from me is closest.
Closest? Okay. You open the door. And there are 2 figures inside. Drow. Pretty much naked, except for just something, just like a small piece of cloth tied around their waist. Both males. And they both look at you like really surprised. Like, huh?
Hi, I'm looking for the bathroom.
They don't seem to understand what you're saying.
I say, hi, I'm looking for the bathroom in Elvish.
Amazing.
Use the chamber pot.
The dwarf guy told us to wash up. I can't wash up in a chamber pot. Or at least I shouldn't.
Yep.
They will provide you with water.
What are you guys doing in here?
Are you trying to befriend every slave in the Underdark?
I'm not even befriending. I'm just asking.
Revolution. I approve.
Are these slaves?
We're awaiting our orders.
Oh, do you work here?
Who are you?
I'm Darius. Azrael just brought me in.
Oh, Mistress Azrael.
Yeah.
She's quite magnificent.
No.
She's intense.
You best be careful how you speak to her.
I figured that out. We're supposed to meet the matron, and apparently we have to bring her a gift. Do you have any idea what's a good gift for a matron?
Yes.
Something irreplaceable?
Oh. Okay. Is any of that lying around?
Don't think that counts as a gift.
Okay. Well, I'll leave you two to whatever you were doing. Thank you. And I close the door.
Okay.
I'll go a room over.
You're living dangerously, bro.
For real.
Oh, God.
I also like to live dangerously.
Yeah.
17, sir.
I'd like to open the door a little bit more carefully now that I know we're not the only ones down here.
These are all slave quarters, I'm guessing.
Give me a sleight of hand.
I'm gonna peek my head out and see what Sebastian's doing.
23.
23. You see him cracking the door open to a room right down the hall.
So quietly, though.
It's dark. There's no source of light within here.
I will walk in.
Dark vision.
You walk in. There's no source of light, so you see shades of gray. But it's very crude quarters. There's like hay that's been arranged into a mattress. Another chamber pot in the corner. A few bundles of clothing in the corners.
Can I investigate the bundles of clothing?
Sure. Investigation check.
8.
8. You don't find much other than clothing.
Alright, I leave them where they are.
Okay.
Alright, while I'm out there, rather than just going to the other 3 rooms, is there anything that makes any of the remaining 3 rooms look different or fancier? Or they all look the same? The doors, I guess. I can only see the doors.
Give me an investigation check. See if you can discern.
21?
21. You quickly piece together that there's probably nothing of value down here. These are probably one of many servants' quarters.
Okie dokie. Well, I guess I'll leave everybody to their whatever they're doing. I'll return to the room.
You want to go up the stairs?
Can I check the door to see if it's locked?
Top of the
God
stairs?
damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. Would you like to?
Yes.
Okay. You go up.
Oh no, so this is gonna happen when you touch it.
It's locked.
Ah.
Can I try to
Thieves'
pick
tools, thieves' tools.
No, what are you
You
doing?
can.
Yes!
it? Okie dokie.
What is happening right now?
He's gonna get us all killed if I
pulling
get
a
to use my
Sebastian.
sword.
If I can see him pulling, I went out to check. If I can see him doing this, I'm gonna shoot a message. Like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah, you can see him.
Yeah, what are you doing?
I'm trying to figure out what we're supposed to be doing here. If we bring the wrong gift, I feel like they're just gonna kill us.
I think they're gonna kill you if you break out of the holding cell.
I'm not
Probably
gonna
a
break out.
replica.
I'm just gonna open the door, see what's there, and come back.
That's breaking out.
Yeah, that,
None of you come back. You're not in this.
What do you do?
I really feel like this is just gonna end up being one of those like fucking goblin scenarios where you just like you think that you're gonna do something and then it just fucks everything. We should just hang out. Maybe let's go make some friends. Let's go find some other slaves and like hang out and just be buddies. It'll be fun. Come on.
Oh no.
Okay, fine. I'll go back, and I would like to try to attune to my weapon.
Oh, thank God.
Go back, attune to your weapon.
Nice persuasion roll, buddy.
Can I fancy us up with my disguise kit?
Fancy all of you up.
You guys want to be fancy?
Go for it. Yeah, you can take some time.
Yes.
How many?
I'm
rolls
not.
Can I just do it? Do I have to make checks?
Make checks for each person.
Okay,
I'm not
this one's for
I'm not
Felix.
gonna be fitted up.
Agar says no. Okay.
Agar says like
Agar refuses.
take me as I am.
Okay.
I would like to inspire you for my role.
As good as
You
deserve.
should, because I rolled a 5.
Shit.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh, now it's an 11.
Okay.
Fuck, I
I
forgot.
should have
Disguise kit is Dex plus proficiency, right?
Yeah.
Okay, for Felix, I got a 16. And
Nice.
then for Oni, I got a 17. And for me, I got a 15. For Sebastian, I got a 10.
Wait, what? I guess it's not a disguise.
Thank you.
She's using her disguise kit to pretty you guys up.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ryan.
Okie
You look a little girlier. I fucked it up.
It probably works in my favor.
Yeah, it does. I did it.
Okay, sure.
So, as an Eldritch Knight, I actually get to bond to 2 weapons.
Okay.
And I had been bonded to Alamir's longsword and my shield. I would like to switch out my shield bonding for the Staff of Frost.
Okay.
Cool.
So your AC goes down now.
No, I mean, I keep my shield on me. I just can't summon it
Gotcha.
if it's
True.
separated
Okay.
from me.
Okay,
Dude,
that makes sense.
that's your arcane focus, bro.
Doesn't
Yeah, I can remove the arcane focus part from there.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
We'll look into it later, but there is the thing about having so many things in your hand at a time.
Yeah.
We'll figure out how that works.
We'll figure out the mechanics.
Yeah.
So,
rolls.
Guys, we need to find a gift.
Yes, I'm not
I think
quite
we
sure.
each have to give her a gift.
That is
Yeah.
my impression, yes.
I made mine.
Now, give her the gift of music.
okay.
She's not gonna like
I
it.
made an origami spider. I'll tell you what I roll later.
Okay.
I really don't know what to give her. I have plenty of gold and platinum.
Get
Will
her a
that
Yankee
suffice?
candle.
She's not your mom.
When we were walking around the city, when people were using, like, trading and stuff, were they using gold and platinum?
Yeah.
Okay.
We were.
Cool.
It was minted in a different fashion,
Sure.
but yeah,
Okay.
they were exchanging
Well, the, like, gold and platinum that I got from that room that one time,
from the gnome.
that's probably the same kind.
No, actually, specifically the gold and platinum you got from the gnome is, it has like it has gnomish writing pressed within it.
Cool. Oh, so I understand it. That's fun.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, that's it. I was trying to figure out what would be a good gift, and I think my money is probably the best I got.
I'm going to take part of my 50-foot silk rope and cut off like 1.5 inches of it. I'm gonna tie a knot in it, and then burn the end of the rope so that it stays together and it's not frayed. And that's what I got.
You're giving her a knot?
Wait for it.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
A few moments after Riley finishes prettying you all up, the door opens and Gomac is there, adjusting his eye patch.
Hello.
It is time to meet the matron.
Can you give me examples of gifts, please?
Platinum.
Okay, we're good. Thank you.
That was easier than I thought.
Do we have
what, you did
time
for
to
what?
attune?
Examples of gifts?
you did.
He said platinum.
Oh, sorry.
You did have
Yes.
time to attend.
Time. Awesome.
Motherfucker.
I have now taken over. I've now surpassed Agar. I have the best stats.
No, you don't.
I have a 20 Constitution.
I have a 19.
I know.
Okay. You begin leaving the room, making your way back up the stairs, back into that same hallway. You pass by a number of corridors, a number of rooms. One of them looks like a library. One of them looks like a study. You pass by a room that looks similar to like an armory.
Can I make a note of all these rooms?
And just make a mental note.
Also, did he unlock the door to get in?
To your room?
Yeah. Did he like unlock that door to like
The hallway
come get
door.
us?
Yeah.
Presumably.
You were in a room, so you...
Did we walk out that door?
Yes, you back the way you came.
He has keys.
Back the way you came. Yep.
I think he's figuring out who he needs to pickpocket.
So you guys make your way past all these rooms.
I heard Gomax say that platinum is an acceptable gift.
Yes.
Dope.
You leave out into the courtyard. You pass by a couple of these trees filled with the really thick spider webs, and then you enter into another building. The building has two large columns on the outside, decorated with ornate spiders that spiral around. But you guys make your way through the door and enter a long hallway. It's a poor version of what you guys saw in Lolth's temple. It's a poor imitation of that. Very similar, but much smaller, much simpler, that type of thing. Sitting at the end is a woman, older, sitting in a large black obsidian throne. Next to the throne are two drow, hands and knees, with a leather mask over their face, and black chains going from the leather mask to the arms of the throne.
Gotcha.
And they're just bending prostrate.
Yeah.
On the ground.
Thank you.
When you guys walk in, Azrael is just beyond the door. And as you guys walk by, you can hear her whisper, "Say hello to mother."
Point of clarification.
Yo.
Are these masked slaves wearing anything else?
They're...
Paint us a picture, Mike.
Are they completely naked?
No, they're wearing leather masks
Yeah.
and leather, essentially underwear.
Okay, so it's not a full
Short
gimp
bottoms.
suit.
Sexy.
Otherwise, naked flesh.
Great. Cool.
And they whispered that to Azrael or to...
Azrael whispered to you, "Say hello to mother."
Oh, Azrael whispered to us.
Kind of in like a cocky, arrogant fashion. And standing next to the throne of the matron are two male drow. One is older looking than the other, better armed, has like a bandolier across his chest, swords, short bow. Looks like he just got done training. You can see there's a bit of sweat as he wipes off his brow. And then there's a younger looking drow, and you can tell by the pointed features that this is all within family. And then there's Azrael, and then there's another female drow wearing long, deep magenta robes that are like faded, such that they're magenta, but like the color is lost.
I will take a step forward.
Okay.
I will remove my hat, drop to one knee and bow, pleasant evening. I am something of an accomplished musician, and if it would please the matron, I would like to play a song while we have dinner tonight.
Give me a persuasion check.
You're using this as your gift, you
Disadvantage.
said, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Disadvantage. I get to reroll one. Thank God. 21.
21. You hear from the back of the chamber. Amuse me, halfling.
I get a kind of a curt smile, but try to contain myself and say, I raise back up and put my hat back on, and I will pick up my pan flute, and I want to play something like peaceful, beautiful, just like a good set the mood music.
All right, performance check.
Got a disadvantage too.
Yeah, but you got the Legends die and
God, that's a nat 20 and an 11.
plus what, 80?
Yeah, right. No, that's performance. I don't have expertise in that. So plus 8. That is 19, and I'm definitely going to use the Legends die because I want to impress her. Plus 16. Ooh. So 11 plus 8 is 19,
yeah.
plus 16, 34. Oh, it's not quite my
19
38.
plus 16 is 35.
Oh, I thought it was 18 plus 16.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
Yeah, sorry, it's 11 plus 8. So it's 19.
19.
Oh.
If that one matters,
16.
then we
Yeah.
have a problem.
Right.
Five increments tend to mean things.
What?
Increments of 5 moving up tend to whatever. Just play your damn song.
The DC's 35. I'm just gonna kill myself.
Take them all out with me.
Are you crazy? You just got the freaking dancing sword.
You begin to play your instrument, and at first there's a little bit of trepidation, for you're not quite sure, but you kind of feel like this might be the most important audience that you've played for to date. You're not 100% certain on it, but then when you kind of look in the corner of your eyes towards the female drow in the rooms, you realize, yeah, this might be the most important performance you've ever had to do. So you start off a bit trepidatiously, but eventually you get into your rhythm, you let the music take over, and you build confidence, and you just kind of fade into the background, providing the soundtrack to the rest of this encounter.
Yes. Just peaceful and beautiful.
All fucking done.
The rest of you?
I guess I'll approach.
At this
Do
point,
as he did.
Sorry. At this point, Matron Revaya stands up to her full height. She's long, tall, thin. She's wearing a black silk gown, but you can see it kind of looks like lingerie almost, to the point where much of it has dark cloth, but much of it is partially see-through. So there's a lot of exposed skin. She walks up, stands up to her full height, and is just gently, slowly. You can see a little bit of the swagger. You can tell where Azrael must have gotten it from. She walks towards you all. Tony?
Yeah, I'll try and imitate Felix to that. I don't have a hat, but, for the bowie thingy. I unfortunately am not an accomplished musician, and I do not have much to my name. And I'll pull out the 84 platinum that I have, and I'll say,
That's not much.
You're gonna give her 84 platinum?
it's all my platinum.
140 gold.
And I say, this is all I have to give.
Tony?
Yes.
I believe this is wisdom. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Shit. What? Ooh, 16.
Fails.
Damn it!
Fuck.
That's the best I've rolled.
Tony just disappears from sight.
Not again!
Oh no!
Not again!
Okay. Am I going to fight another one of these abolish things? Give me hug. I have fought you before.
The rest of you?
I don't want to go anymore.
I'll go.
I want to go back with the other guys.
Give myself a concentration check there.
Go for it.
Okay, I keep playing.
You don't have disadvantage on Constitution saves.
He's just being a Chris. So I
Just
step
being a real sweet old bard.
and I flourishly curtsy, averting eyes,
I lose the 84 gold, right?
and
It's just sitting there. So it hasn't moved, but yeah, in essence, you lose it. Continue.
Is it
Riley?
floating in place?
No.
Oh, it just dropped on the floor.
It's on the floor.
Okay. I was like, whoa.
I pull out the origami spiders that I made, but it's I roll a nat 1, so it's only got 6 legs,
It's a beetle.
and I put it in front of her. Who needs this for you? I tried really hard, but I've never made a spider before. And I also can sing if you want to hear more music, because you seem to like the music. Bless you, Felix.
Are you mocking our god?
You may want to wait till you hear my song to ask that question. I don't say that. Well, no, I wasn't. I'm just really bad at this. I'm sorry. Do you want? Should I even do my song?
Would you like to perform your song?
Do it.
I think it's gonna get me killed. Honestly.
Go for it.
I play an encouraging melody, trying to inspire her for her song.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah. Fuck.
So a light melody in the background for her to sing over.
The really pretty spider went up the fire column. There was no rain 'cause we're in the Underdark.
Oh my god.
Lolth really liked us. I think you should know. And the really pretty spider lived forever more.
Give me.
A performance check.
Oh
I didn't think I was gonna have to do this.
I'm sorry? You know you don't really have to.
She will use her legendary action.
To rip your head clean off.
Yeah. Outgo the entrails.
Could be good.
Nah, it won't be.
All right. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
Oh, that's bad.
Oh no.
Oh shit. It's okay.
You are inspired.
I
That's
know.
true.
Oh, it's still
God,
pretty bad.
So bad.
Oh, balls.
Failed.
16? Ooh.
No.
Yeah.
Fails.
What?
11, 12, 13, 15, 21.
It's okay, I have the staff of healing.
I hate this place. I fucking hate this place.
Gar, please, hopefully don't cut off your beard.
He rolled again.
Well, Oni's not there, so I can't help.
It's a good way to get me killed immediately.
Yep.
You guys are just all gonna die and leave Felix alone. In the
He's
Underdark.
gonna play forever. That's all he does the rest of his life.
Oh no.
Suffer 51 points of necrotic damage.
Oh my god.
Oh, shit, he... Okay.
That actually would have knocked me out.
Holy
Okay.
shit.
Me too.
That almost would have knocked
As
me
this
out.
black energy, like, you can see it, it outlines all your veins in your body at once, like a flash from within, like, and your eyes bulge for a second, you just feel nauseous, you just fall to the floor.
I'll do better next time.
Sebastian?
I walk slowly and sidestep Riley and give her a sad
I just crawl back to my
a sad look, and I do the bow that I saw Azrael do before. Say, matron of the Shadowblade, we humbly come before you to serve in your court, and I wish to present you with a gift. It might be a bit unconventional, but I hope it will please you. So I reach carefully and not sudden movements into my pack and retrieve the spider amulet that they took from Azrael when she was being interrogated, and they threw away, and I grabbed it. And I'll say, Mistress, I retrieved this from the thieving elves of Vintar. I hope I can offer it as a token of my loyalty.
Damn!
Wow.
She reaches out, grabs this.
Should have done first.
Yeah.
Looks pleased.
Must be nice.
Turns around, and one of the older drow males, the one that was wiping his brow and looks like he just got done training, walks over, looks at it, inspects it, and then takes it and puts it away in a pocket.
Can I look at Azrael
Yeah.
when he hands that to her? Like, what's she
Inside check.
look like? Oh God. 10.
10. You get the sense that Azrael is very used to donning an impassive face around her mother.
Okay.
She's very used to hiding her emotions around her mother. So, cool. Quite sure. She says something to her consort in Undercommon, and then turns to Ogar.
Shit.
Okay. I am going to take out 3 pieces of platinum. I'm going to say 1 is for your house. May it reign mighty and long after this is done. 1 is for your family, for the kindness and benevolence and graciousness that your daughter have showed us thus far, and we hope to continue in this light. And 1 is for your god, Lolth, who has seen fit to bless us all with gifts for your great goodness and good fortune. And lastly, I'm going to take the knot that I tied up. This is a clove hitch. Out on the sea, there was a storm, and there was a hydra. This is what kept me alive when we were shipwrecked among some rocks in the middle of nowhere. May it be luck to you as it was to me.
Is that actually the thing that saved you? Or was that whole story a lie?
No, the story is true.
Story's true. Is the rope the same one?
The rope is not the same one. However, I am talking about the knot that I tied, not the rope. So it is true that the clove hitch did save me, but it's not the actual piece of rope that saved me.
Okay, give me a persuasion check.
Oh, fucking hell. God damn it. -1 charisma.
Yep. It's a natural 1. Natural 20.
Nat 1!
Oh, okay.
Nat 1! Bring it, baby, bring it, baby.
0.
You have DM inspiration.
Oh shit! Yes, I do. I'm gonna use that.
Oh, god damn it! I forgot about that.
You can use it now?
Yeah, I am. 13.
13.
Not much better.
Her eyes,
Better than
her
one.
eyes narrow in a momentary, fleeting expression of pure disdain
I worded it carefully for this reason.
that is just replaced by a bit of indifference. She mumbles something to her consort in Undercommon.
Guys, platinum was not a good gift.
Yeah.
Fucking Gomac. Whatever his fucking name is.
Yep.
And then she walks back to her throne.
Does she take my stuff?
She leaves all your stuff on the floor.
Slaves
Your
take up
offering,
stuff.
except for Sebastian's thing, which she took and handed it to her consort. She walks back. You see the back part of her gown reveals quite a bit more than the front part. Of
Hell
her
yeah, it
gown.
does.
And she sits back down in her throne, crossing one leg over the other. Extends a hand and kind of pets the servant kneeling next to her throne.
BDSM much.
And then she turns to her consort, and now in common, just says, "Prepare them." Only you reappear in your space.
Was I in combat?
No,
Okay, so then I'm just confused.
You were just in another dimension temporarily.
you were just banished.
Is our telepathy still working?
No, it's been way more than half an hour.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Damn, we should have done it before we left the room.
Okay, I
Only you were
Once
just,
per day.
you
If
were
it
just
was
like,
a spell banishment, then it was a charisma check, in which a charisma saving throw, in which case it would have been an 18.
still would have failed.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure that.
Yeah.
Still would have failed?
Yeah.
I hate this
Okay.
place.
I'm standing confused, just kind of like with the staff.
You see me on the ground.
I go towards Riley.
She's breathing heavily, dealing with the nausea from the aftermath.
I'm gonna try and pick her up. I pick her up.
She's like at least level 15.
Yeah. She's also a monster,
She's
I'm sure.
like not a character. She's not a piece.
True. Yeah. Yeah.
At this point, the consort leads you out of this building. You exit back out into the courtyard, and you enter another building on their estate. This one has a long table.
Is Gomak guiding us?
He's with you all.
Is the consort male or female?
Male.
Gomak.
It's a male drow.
Platinum
Male drow.
was
Cool.
not a good gift.
And Azrael is with you guys.
I'm very scared.
You all move into the room, and
I'm still playing.
Azrael turns around, looks at you, and just like,
Okay. I will stop.
kind of abrupt.
Mid note.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then Coltrane. Sorry, not Coltrane.
Motherfuckers!
Although not far off, Coltrane is his name.
You're calling Felix Coltrane.
Coltrane.
Dude,
There we go.
The consort's name is Coltrane.
Cool. Coltrane.
Not anymore, it's not.
Mr. Train
Yep.
and Azrael begin discussing you all as you're just sort of standing there in common. And Azrael is slowly explaining to you all, sorry, not to you all, to Coltrane, basically what you're all capable of. She turns towards Riley. This one is capable of healing and other such clerical magic. This one has been blessed with knowledge of the Shadowblade. This one is as thick as his arms. This one is both close quarters, but dabbles in the magic as well. That one's got a smart mouth that hurts.
I give a bow.
At which point he begins to probe you all in like lengthy detail. He pulls out a piece of parchment and then he turns to you. What can you do?
I am an accomplished fighter with swords mostly, but I can use any weapon. I have been trained in this way. I attempt my best to be protective of people. That is defensive mostly, I suppose.
Yeah, details. Details. What magic do you know?
Okay.
Do you tell him everything?
I tell him the spells that are in my spellbook.
Okay.
And the Alamir's sword, what it's capable of.
Okay. Nothing about the new staff.
Nothing about the new staff.
As you leave that omission and the gift of Lolth.
The staff of frost. Are you familiar with this item?
Vaguely.
Okay. It is capable of very powerful cold magic. It gives me a resistance to damage of the same kind, and I give him the details of what spells it is capable of casting, but not how many times.
Okay. He's going to interrogate all of you and ask you about all your abilities, magic, that type of thing. Riley, how much do you tell him? Do you hold anything back?
I don't tell them I know daylight.
Okay. Pretty sure Azrael's seen you cast it.
She has.
She has, yeah.
Bitch, damn it,
Has
she
she?
has.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
she
stayed up.
has.
Yeah, that's when we
Multiple
went into
times.
the...
I
Yeah,
still don't
she
tell him
freaked out
I know
about it.
daylight.
Yeah, at the very least, it happened during the gnome puzzle.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, but she had to stay outside for that.
She's seen it
No,
beforehand.
she's definitely seen it.
she shunned away from it. Flinched away from it.
Sorry, Mike.
Okay.
The kitty's not happy.
Sebastian, do you tell her everything?
So, Coltrane.
Coltrane.
So, Azrael has seen basically everything except for this guy's self, so I don't disclose that.
Okay. He's gonna make an insight check.
Can this count as a short rest?
Sure.
Sweet.
Okay.
Sweet ass. Are you playing the song of rest?
Oh.
I was told to stop.
Okay.
Roll a
can.
deception check.
Nah, nah, nah.
Am I still carrying
Question on
it?
DM inspiration.
Yo.
Do I have to use it
Am I still
before?
carrying it?
No, it's
Okay.
No. Yeah.
it carries over.
Use that, like, forever.
I meant, do I need to use it before I know the outcome of a roll?
No.
Before you know the decision.
Okay. This is deception check.
Good God.
$19?
He moves on to Agar.
I don't know. That's good or bad. He's gonna kill me in my sleep.
I look at him, I look down at myself. I don't know magic, mate. She sees what you get.
I get the idea. Felix, how much do you disclose?
I don't tell him anything about Massaro, and I leave out counterspell, and I get a little braggy about my stealth and my inspiration stuff.
You will be useful in a roundabout way.
Okay.
That's almost a compliment.
This is a male, yeah? You anticipate this to be straight on fighting hand to hand?
No. But now that you're here, we can tell you what the plan is. Now, this isn't who we were expecting.
Who were you expecting?
It's the name Katasha. Ring a bell?
It does, doesn't it?
Javier?
Yes.
Yeah, she's the best.
No matter. However, this might be better than what we were expecting. For you have all been favored by Lolth.
Yes.
So Lolth is clearly on our side. We are going to go into the house of the Hollowquills. The Hollowquills believe that we are in league with them to take down the fourth house.
So we are double crossing them, to their knowledge.
Yes. We not I, Azrael, will lead you all into the estate and will be presenting you all as a gift. At which point, you all will take down the Hollowquills one by one, room to room. Myself and a few of the other children will be hunting down a couple of the Hollowquills that will not be at the estate. For if they are to fall, they must all fall at once. Should any survivors or witnesses escape, this entire endeavor would have been lost. And you would do yourself a favor to fall on the sword you own.
Okay.
But should we succeed and there's no survivors left and your family takes up the position, what's to ensure our safety? How do we know you won't throw us to the wolves and show everybody else what we've done? Because we have an agreement
Yes.
that Azrael made.
Yes. We have an agreement. And you will have to trust that we will abide by that agreement.
I imagine upsetting Lolth will not be pleasant for your family, and evidently she has favored us. I assume this agreement is intact. This is how we should operate. I agree.
Lolth wants you to succeed. Wants us to succeed.
Clearly.
But
Correct.
then what happens?
Then we continue to be blessed by Lolth. She said specifically we must be able to deliver message, which means we must be able to leave this place.
In accordance with your god.
Should you survive? Yes.
Wait, so we're the only ones who are doing the killing besides like you guys outside
Azrael will be
getting
with
the
us.
extras?
Azrael will be with you.
What about taking down the perimeter so that no one escapes in case?
Esthonia and I will be hunting down one of the sons of the Hollowquills in the Underdark. He's going out on a hunt. We will ambush him there.
Ah, he is prey.
Ironically, yes.
Yes.
Now, do you have...
Now-
Sorry. Go ahead.
To understand, we cannot attack the family straight on because they would never allow us all inside all at once.
Okay.
Therefore, we're we're resorting to using more underhanded methods. You all are bait, the gift. When you enter, the first thing to do will be to kill the house captain, likely the person who will greet us. Now,
If not,
Do we get like descriptions? Do you have blueprints to the house?
we will give you what we have, a rough outline,
Okay.
a rough map of the house, of the exterior. We do not know the interior.
How many of them are there?
There is
Double digits.
the son, Onar, who's out on the hunt.
Not our
So we don't
problem.
worry about
He's not our target.
Aye.
There is Agrippo, the house captain.
First target.
Fabricia, the priestess, second daughter.
Second target.
Antonius, the consort. And Druza, the matron. And you are to eliminate all
Three.
of them.
That's it?
4 or 5 of them.
There's no like do you have to like take care of all these servants and stuff?
Only the blood members of the family.
Oh.
And
I
we don't
assume
even have
you
to worry
inherit
about
their
Onar.
slaves.
Oh, wait, do the slaves count as witnesses?
It does not matter.
Only blood witnesses matter.
Oh, even better.
Yes, I assume you inherit the slaves.
We will.
Should we expect
As
slave?
we attack, our servants will surround the perimeter and one by one cast darkness around the perimeter to establish, you might say, privacy
Yes.
for us. It is very important that our first attack, that your first attack, be done efficiently, quietly, silently. They are not expecting you to attack, so you will have the element of surprise. And then, should you succeed, it would be best if one of you could use your arcane abilities to disguise yourself as the house captain.
Is he looking at me when he says that?
He's looking at all of you.
Okay, good.
Felix has disguised self, right?
Nope. I
Oh,
do
okay.
not.
So they haven't seen me turn into a tiefling, so they don't know about that either.
Furthermore, the cleric will make good use of her silence spell to keep this from penetrating unwanting ears.
Do any of the slaves know silence? They should use them in tandem with darkness.
No, they will be on the perimeter. If they start to enter, then their family will understand what's happening.
Okay.
Should we expect resistance from their slaves and servants and such?
To a certain extent, yes.
Okay.
The braver ones, the more, the ones with a higher sense of fealty and duty will fight back and protect their house. The others will run and scatter. Now, it's going to be tricky because the matron mother, if she is as good as they say she is, has the ability to move between planes of existence.
Okay.
So we must prevent her from doing so, for if she does, she will be a witness.
Do you know how she might be able to do this?
How she does this?
Yes, is it something that we can remove from her?
No. It's knowledge of the arcane.
Okay.
We can remove her head.
Well, sure, but you
get
know,
it done in
that's the
time.
goal.
Well, then
I thumb the hilt of my new sword.
shouldn't we kill her first?
Actually,
She will
you
greet
have to
us.
get to her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a retroactive insight check on Felix because you specifically said you neglected to tell her about
Yeah, counterspell.
Counterspell.
I'm gonna use luck. Oh my god. It's 11, 15.
15.
Yeah.
He rolled an unnatural 20
Fuck.
for a counterspell. Retroactively, when you were holding that back, he got pretty aggressive. Did you end up revealing the information?
Yeah.
And the bard here will be saving one of his counterspells for the matron.
That is wise.
I kind of like feel like look, there's always a shot it'll work, but like that seems a little out of my price range there.
I understand, and I'm well aware, but
What other options do we have?
you've been touched by a god. I have faith it'll work.
I would like to know why the third family would even ally with the fifth family to take down the fourth family. Like, what's in it for them? Why?
Because the third family has been hearing rumors that the fourth family is getting ready to overtake them.
And let me guess, you've been putting those rumors out.
I don't know. Some might say that.
Do I get the feeling that he totally is the one? Like his family is the one?
I
Is
would
it
imagine that was
actually
super obvious, yeah.
I'll kill you before you kill me, but not if I kill you first.
Essentially.
Okay. All of this sounds fine, I suppose. How old are they?
Does it matter?
It depends on their experience, yes. Are they new fighters, arrogant and prone to mistakes?
Pampered or trained?
Yes.
Are there any particular skills that we need to look out for? Any particular education?
I will give you an extended debriefing of what I know of each of them, but none of us knows exactly what each of them is capable of.
Well, as long as they can bleed, I don't see a problem.
I did not get your name, by the way.
Coltrane.
Coltrane, that's right. I am on.
Only has short-term memory.
Coltrane!
Yes, I did not pay attention. Well, I actually don't know that we received his name in-game.
Yeah, no.
we do.
We did not
Yeah.
receive it in-game.
So,
Okie dokie. When do we do all this stuff? Tomorrow? Day after tomorrow?
3 days from now.
Oh, thank
okay.
God.
3 days from now,
That's plenty of time.
Боже мой.
the son and daughter go out on the hunt, and we take them out.
The son and daughter go on the hunt.
Yes, we will take care of them.
Wait, which one's the daughter that goes on the hunt? Fabricia?
No, Kalepo.
Kalepo. Okay.
So there are two that are not our problem.
Hey, that's their problem. They don't kill them, it's their problem.
I agree.
Kalepe was the priest.
Priestess.
That is
Fabricia's
actually
the priestess.
There are two priestesses.
priestess.
Oh shit. Okay.
Priestesses do you need?
It is always good to have people who can heal you.
So, quick clarification: are we there overnight? Like, we're gonna have a slumber party, then just go room to room while they're sleeping?
No, the plan is to present you as a gift to them, and so you will essentially be arriving slightly before dinner, and you will be, I mean, should only take not but 10 minutes.
And we're
Start to
doing it
finish.
that same night. We're not establishing ourselves there first. Taking our time to get a lay of the land.
No, they might get to know us first.
No, because if Azrael cannot stay with you, and your best shot is with Azrael.
Very true. Good
Yes.
point.
So,
So the idea is we get in the front door, house captain greets us, Azrael's like, hey, we got this gift, and then, haha!
they are already expecting you.
Oh, okay, well, regardless, we kill that guy, and then we just go in and kill the other three who are presumably in the fancy room.
But if we
Before
are
dinner?
not,
We will have to find them, locate them first.
but we have outlines of the house to do
We have
this.
outlines of the house, but we will not know exactly where each one of them is.
Naturally.
But we will kill them before dinner.
What, does that matter?
Because
He's hungry.
if we're all together and then we separate, that makes a big difference because they're expecting to go out to dinner and meet us all, right? If we try to kill them beforehand, while they're all coming out, we don't know when we might encounter them. As opposed to later, once everybody goes to bed or such, then we know that they're in the rooms and they're alone.
But we don't know where the rooms are.
Right, but that's why we have dinner and stuff like that, so that we can
But
find out.
Azrael will not be invited to dinner.
That's the only problem that I see with the plan, but...
That's the primary problem.
Oh, she's not invited to dinner.
No.
Azrael is essentially dropping you off as a gift. She will show face with the matron
And then
and
leave.
leave. That
And
is
then-
what they are expecting.
Gotcha. And then as we're being escorted out,
Kill them
If she
all.
were to come with one of us, it would arouse too much suspicion. They would already be on the defensive if there were more than one of us.
but we're not considered a
Trust
threat
in
enough.
society.
Exactly. You all are not considered a threat.
I get a big toothy grin on my face.
That is convenient. What if the house captain does not greet us?
Then we improvise.
Well, then he's not doing his job.
Not necessarily. I wouldn't send the captain to greet us.
Have you seen their foyer before? Like, is it a long, narrow hallway where nobody else can see us, or is it like immediately connected to the dining room where he's gonna like open the door but in view of the whole family?
From what we can tell from the outside, there are a couple windows, but other than that, the view is obstructed.
I suppose they don't really care for any light from the fire. Fire.
What do we do in the meantime?
Between now and
Maybe-
then,
Send Guano for some recon.
What?
You may.
Oh,
You know, you make guano.
I did not call Yume Guano.
That's her last name.
Is that halfling Guano for Yume?
Yeah, exactly.
Oi,
Okay.
You, Coltrane, real quick. It would be very nice if I could get something to put onto my axes and my spears, because I'll be using them as throwing weapons, and if we can poison them or something to make this go a little easier, I think it is in everybody's best interest.
Poison in general would be fantastic.
Do agree with that, yes.
You look like the type who might be able to get some.
Or something, you know what I mean?
We will prepare you in the coming days.
Okay.
Fair enough.
So that is what we'll be doing for the next couple of days then. Resting in the right way, preparing for the slaughter. Okay, well, I hope you have a wonderful time ruling as the third family once we are done.
Just gives you a toothy grin. Doesn't really say anything.
So, like, just to go back to the point where we're done,
Yes.
so we can just leave?
No, they point
Rachnia?
us to the direction of the person who has the information that is poisoning the tree.
And
of
then we
Inta.
can just leave Rachnia? Free, fair, just do what we want.
Yes.
Well, can we get
Is
an
he
escort
lying?
out? Because I don't know how to get out of here.
Is he lying?
Yeah, I don't know if he's lying too.
Give me an insight check.
I will try to do that as well.
You have to use inspiration.
8.
Damn. I think I should save that.
18.
You're fine.
Cost me a luck point, but 18.
So what was the exact question you asked?
Is he lying when he said yes, we can just leave of our own accord afterward? I rolled an 8.
But they rolled really well. I don't like that he rolled.
Felix, you can tell he's omitting something. But he's not lying, but he's omitting something.
Yeah.
It's a half truth.
So I know, when all this happens, do you take credit publicly? Or do you just naturally move up the chain?
We move up the chain and everyone silently acknowledges our triumph, but there is no public celebration.
Okay.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Where will
Not
we
for now.
sleep?
Gomac will show you to your quarters.
Okay.
Is there a gambling house around here?
Not for you.
Aw.
It is okay, Felix. We can gamble within the
So-
quarters.
For the next 3 days, they put you through some pretty menial chores. You help with like mushroom farming. You help with taking care of the spider garden in the trees outside.
Throughout those 3 days, I want to be trying to establish relationships with slaves
Okay.
to see if I can find any sense of disdain for the family. Maybe someone like recently enslaved.
Okay.
I'm looking for someone to shoot my special message to.
Oh. Okay.
Dork.
Give me an insight check to see.
I assume I have rested at some point.
Yes.
So your exhaustion is gone.
Yep.
Why don't you shoot your special
then I
message
will
to the
use
matron?
Luck. Because you know why.
Yeah.
Yep. What was that? Perception?
Insight
Insight.
to see if
19.
anyone's receptive to this. Nobody is receptive, and I can't tell you why on stream.
Okay.
I'll tell you why privately.
Cool.
So just remind me to convey
Is it
that
because of us?
information to you.
Yeah, he can't tell us because we're
I
not in the
want to
know.
tell Chris personally.
Yeah.
maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I didn't shoot anyone in my message. I was trying to see if anybody would be susceptible
yeah.
to it.
You did some casual probing, and
Yeah.
you kind of got a vibe that
No one.
They're not about that life.
Can I practice making origami spiders?
Go for it.
I can bend tar all over again.
Yeah.
Basically.
God damn. 10?
10.
No, 9.
It's a bit hard. Their
better.
shape is different than the origami dragons you're used to making.
Fuck this place.
I would like to try to steal something that, in the event that we have to, like, for example, a copy of battle plans, if that's written down.
Okay, give me a stealth check to go sneaking around.
Oh, fucking hell.
Sneaking away.
Do you tell us that you're doing this?
Yeah. No, we were talked about we wanted insurance, so.
Yes, I don't think
I
that
would
will
think-
work.
I don't think that's the right insurance.
I would speak out against it, but
I
I will
would-
inspire you if you are getting away.
I would speak out against it.
Yes, I think that is a bad idea right now.
I just would assume that we all get the impression that once this is done, it doesn't matter if we have evidence. Like,
Yes. I
Yeah.
agree.
yeah.
Yeah,
So that's
but
not gonna insure anything.
Did Felix say that he's hiding something?
Yeah, I would definitely share that on my
Then
show.
I'm going to
Finger.
continue.
Okay.
You're gonna stealth around.
I would inspire you to do that despite my...
Cast invisibility on them too. Why not?
Yes,
D8?
that too. Yeah, D8 inspiration. And I'll give you invisibility so you have advantage on that.
Oh,
Self-roll.
okay. Well, I'll hang on to that. 19?
Oh my god.
19.
boy.
Oh boy.
That's not good.
Come on, Rogue Man.
Roll
Yeah.
that. Roll the inspiration.
I did. It was a 1.
Oh my god.
You rolled 2 1s?
No, you rolled
Oh, the
eight
inspiration was a 1.
Yeah.
You have DM inspiration. Although
You
you
do have
actually
DM.
already used
Oh no, it doesn't
advantage.
stack.
Natural 20?
Caught and killed.
Natural 20.
Oh, fucking knew it. To be fair, I've only been caught sneaking around. That's not the same.
Oh wait, is a perception check at disadvantage when he's invisible?
That's true.
No.
I don't
Isn't
know.
that true?
What's the
Attacks
point of
are-
invisibility?
It's advantage on your self roll.
Oh.
I
Well,
thought
no,
sure.
no, it is no, because he would be taking the hide action, so it would be disadvantage.
Wait.
That's true.
Yeah, because you're sneaking around, so you're taking the hide action.
Yeah.
I would like to think so.
So yeah, no,
hide
that
action
is
was
disadvantage, and that's clutch because that was a natural 20. I haven't even moved the die yet.
I was just asking. I wasn't saying that it was.
This is insane.
Is another natural?
You roll another natural 20?
No, but it's a 19.
Oh my god.
That's not good.
Well, that's automatically better than what he rolled.
Yeah, that beats it.
We believe you.
Well, it's plus a modifier.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
To be fair, I've only been caught sneaking around. That's not the same thing.
That's true. You could say this is practice for the.
You can say you were going to fuck Azrael.
Oh
Because she
god.
wants to-
That would
Fuck you.
definitely get me
She
killed.
wants to fuck you though.
Well,
She's
she
made it
doesn't.
very
He doesn't
clear.
need to hide about that though.
So
She probably wouldn't be proud of that fact
You
either.
misunderstood that she said, "Come fuck me."
one evening,
The other F.
Oh no.
you slink away from your companions,
I don't like any of this.
This is no bueno.
sneaking off into the house. There's no one around. So you begin probing the rooms. Then you walk into a room and you see a desk full of papers and drawers.
Shit.
You are standing outside of it. You haven't moved in yet. And from the corner, you hear Azrael. What in the blazes?
Yeah, it's her style.
And she walks over to that area. She heard something. She heard you trip.
Of course.
Or creak open the door.
It is more Sebastian's history to trip.
Oh, yeah.
Where are you? I know you're here.
I don't actually know where I am.
Well, okay, say here.
You're in the doorway to.
Are you going to respond to her?
Is she speaking in common or the language I don't understand?
Comment. She suspects it's one of you.
Okay, well, she would clearly suspect it's me. So what was the question?
Where are you?
Where are you?
Oh, where am I?
Yeah.
Hiding.
Oh no.
Looking for something?
Let's just say I'm practicing for the contest.
Let's just say you're a terrible liar. Reveal yourself.
I don't know what you got caught. I can't drop invisibility.
That's true.
That is true.
Oh shit!
Oh, I guess I say I don't know how.
You can attack something and
You
it'll
can just attack a wall or
bring you
something.
out.
Or you could cast a spell.
Yeah.
Okay,
He cast Mage Hand.
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Or you could cast Mage Hand.
Yeah. But I'm trying to think if there's a strategic thing I can do in the meantime.
Do you have suggestion?
No.
No.
Also, not a good idea.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I'll just do Mage Hand.
Okay.
But I don't want her to see it. It's invisible, so
Yeah,
she
sure.
wouldn't.
Is that behind your back?
So you appear in the middle of the hallway, right in the middle of casting Mage Hand. Azrael draws her blade.
Oh
Fucking hell, another one of these.
You've gotten a bit cocky. It's time you've been punished.
Is this a gimp suit situation?
I honestly don't know. I'm debating. I feel like I should try to run, but I think she could outrun me.
She tried. She said the
No,
word.
don't.
cocky.
Don't.
She's going to attack you.
Yep.
Do you resist?
I don't know. Can I take the dodge action?
You can, but then we're rolling initiative.
That counts as a resist? Oh, I thought it was more like, ah!
You either take this or we roll initiative.
Pin her against the wall and kiss her.
Oh god,
No. I do the bow thing.
As you do the bow thing,
That's fine.
That was a
you
good
just
call.
feel a flurry of swipes come across you, and you can feel the familiar
Shadowblade.
necrotic energy of the Shadowblade as it's passing through you. You can see this black blade of energy and smoke passing through you, and she immediately cuts you down until you're just on the floor, heavily breathing. She picks you up by the back of the head. She says, "This isn't over."
It's not.
And then drags you off.
Back to the group or just to some unknown location?
You guys don't see Sebastian for the next day.
Oh god.
Oh god.
I would like to make plans to kill the entire family we're taking care of right now because Sebastian isn't here.
I would cast Sending on Sebastian if he doesn't get back that night.
There's no response.
Fuck.
But it does land.
Like it. Yeah, that's the question.
Yeah. He's alive.
Okay.
I got out of chores.
Wait.
I did want to speak to the spiders.
Okay.
Speak with animals.
I'm going to hold on to Failure Shard and have that blue glow kind of light me up a little bit briefly, and then see if I can befriend a spider. Have it crawl down my hand.
Yeah.
Are they friendly to me?
Relatively. They're used to working with non-drow. They're being taken care of by non-drow.
Okay.
So yeah.
I want to. I don't know if you want to RP this, but
Tell me what you want to do and then I'll decide.
I want to get one of the spiders to be a scout for us into the House of the Hollowquill. So he can come and go as he pleases and report back. I have 3 days to do this. I'm going to give him some nice dried fruit from the surface to see if he likes it.
Spiders eat fruit?
Nope.
No, but I think that he'll enjoy the taste, and I will do my best to collect some of the insects around here and have like a little thing for him and
Okay, all right. Let's start with an animal handling check.
So like lemons on fish. Is that a better way to approach this?
Exactly.
That's not how Chelicerae works, buddy.
Yes!
24.
24. Okay.
You're asking a lot from a spider.
Yeah.
Spiders
He
are.
he can call his brothers and sisters. She can call her brothers and sisters.
And you wanted to go there, scope it out, and then come back?
I want to get as much information as they are intelligent enough to muster regarding how many people there are, where they are, layout of inside of the house, all that stuff. Are there any spiders that they're employing in their defense? This kind of shit.
Yeah.
Whatever a spider would be capable of collecting.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The fan's fine.
Fan's fine.
All right. You know what? I'm going to see if the spider is intelligent enough to make it there.
To make it to the place?
Yeah, to make it to the place.
Great.
It's never left the farm.
Presumably I have the information of where it is.
I have stats for spiders.
Yeah, but you don't know the city.
Yeah, but I mean, like, they would have told us where and how we're going to go in the
So
route.
that's a 7 minus 4.
Oh gosh.
Shit.
You don't see that spider again. It just kind of wanders off. You come back to the tree each day. Still not here.
It's gonna
And I
be such a
recognize my
detailed
spider
report.
buddy.
I like the idea, but it
I can't do it
didn't-
with the second spider on the second day, because I can cast it once per day.
Don't make them
get
lose
the
their
feeling-
spider.
Hey,
Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. It's fine.
I
Like,
get the feeling you're trying to wrap up or do something, but I also get the feeling there's a lot of shit we want to do in 3 days, so I'm not sure how to handle it.
No.
Well, I'm done.
I'm letting you guys. We're kind of skipping over the RPing for these 3 days,
Okay.
and then we're gonna have one more scene before we end.
okay.
Do we go into the city at any point?
No, you guys don't leave the estate.
Okay.
They're not.
It's probably for the best.
They're not parading you all around.
Can I use sending on Varys?
There's no way we're in that range.
Sending is,
Sending is anywhere.
yeah, no range.
Yes,
Yeah.
you can use sending on Varys. For one night alone in your
We
room.
used extra planar.
I'm gonna use all 3 of them. So I have 4 instances of sending I can use with the spell slots that I have. So I have 100 words.
Okay.
I'll try to contain it.
Okay.
Varys. We met Lolth. Holy shit. She hated me, and I hated her. And I need your help, because we're gonna go attack this other drow family, but this is current drow family that we're working for. Pretty sure they're gonna try and kill us or like something crazy, and I don't know what to do, and I really need your help, and I think Ciatris might be mad because I got this staff out of the lost like fire column. It was really fucking cool too, but like now I have this lost staff, and I don't know if she's gonna be mad. I just really need your guidance, and you know, if you could like send help or back up or something like. And hey, if you talk to Ciatris, say hi. From me.
This is over the course of 3 days.
It wasn't even 100 words.
It's almost like you could picture Varys replying to you. In fact, you can hear his muffled talk, even though he's speaking psychically. Mind.
With his pipe in his mouth.
Pipe in his mouth, taking his half toke between words. And you hear the familiar, slightly grumpy but slightly whimsical voice of Varys. Riley? What in the devil's name have you gotten yourself into?
Oh.
I've heard some stories, but meeting a god is not a common one. I do know that you're in the Underdark. There's not much I can do without knowing your location precisely. Are you okay?
Is that everything? So the next day, I say, we're in Rachnia. Am I correct? Rachnia? Shit, no, Rachnia. I really can't do it. And I'm okay, but I think we might not be okay soon. Rachnia is kind of past the zombie beholder, so there's that. If you know where that is. I don't really remember anything else. There was an earthquake, so there's that. Around earthquake land, yeah. It's dark down here.
I will speak with the others. Katasha, Finetta, and Elmeric to see if they know this zombie beholder. We'll see if we can get in touch with him.
Okay, thanks. Can I tell Oni you're Dragonborn? Because he's Dragonborn too. I think he'd be like okay with it.
Now, Riley, that is between you and I and Beatrice. Time and a place will come, but it is not that time. This is not the place.
Okay, fine.
That's great.
Anything else?
I do have one more thing.
Yeah.
That last piece of... Wait, before I use this, my previous life in Baton, do I get the sense that based off of the other families and the people that I used to work with very closely, any of them would be able to magically reappear in Rachnia in a few days? Baza.
They didn't like us.
Oh, not talking about them. Just know that if they have the ability with their teleportation circle destroyed.
In theory, but I'll say, talking with the others, you know that any sort of magic of that variety requires knowing the precise location, like longitude, latitude, like coordinates.
Could they scry me? Would that be sufficient?
Could they scry? No, because it's essentially they could see the room you're in, but they don't know where the room is.
Fuck. God damn it. Do I know well enough where we are? I was gonna ask you if we were under the tree earlier, but whatever.
We are not under the
You're
tree.
not under the tree. Give me
We're like weeks out from under
give
the
me a
tree.
survival check.
I really
You've been traveling for about 8 days now.
Cosmic size tree.
Oh, come on. Big money, no whammies. Shit. 12.
Underdark is a deep, dark, complicated place.
It's dark down here.
Is Rachnia a city that's known throughout the world?
No,
Fuck!
definitely not.
But Vintar is.
Vintar is
We don't know where Rachnia is in relation to Vintel, sorry.
either.
Either. Shit. God damn it. Okay. You know what? Fuck it. I'm using my setting parchment. I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna reach out to
Do I know that you're doing this?
Sure. Yeah, I'm not keeping it a secret.
Did I know that you were doing that?
Yeah, I'll
you
tell
could
you.
ask one of us to do it for you, so you don't have to burn your paper.
Oh, that would be useful.
I would actually. Sorry, I didn't mean to
No, it's fine.
stop
Go
you in the
ahead.
middle of your
What's
thing. While you're reaching out to Diveris, you should inform them that Rachnia is just past the ends of the roots of Vintar.
The ends of the roots go for miles, though.
Do they know even
Yes,
where that is?
but they know the direction that we were going.
Could I gather that? The general direction in relation to the roots?
The people of Vintar know the direction that we were going
Oh, true.
because we're following Azrael. Now there's windingness going on, but it's a relevant
You can try.
marker
Okay.
It's a long
in
shot.
relation
I'm
to
going
the,
to send
the whole
a
thing.
parchment of sending to CT to enlist the help of my previous cohorts, Swipe, Javelin, and Meadow, and CT.
Would you rather I or Riley do that? so you don't burn your paper.
I mean, yeah, if you want to help, that'd be cool.
I mean, that way you don't have to burn your paper.
Yeah, no, even better. Then tell her Agar says.
You just write a script.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of wrote one mostly. Backup needed in Rachnia. Attacking Hollowquill family. Use Baza help. Come in X days. Scry me. Information in Vintar. That's 3 words. Let me know. That's like 22 words.
It's like the most confusing message.
Yeah, I don't understand.
He can cast multiple times.
Yeah.
Okay.
They have extra slots.
So you send the message out to CT?
Yeah, I send a message out to CT. I also say, Agar says. Yeah.
Yep. I'll end with Agar's tongue face emoji.
I just love the idea of that in sending.
Felix, you get a reply
I'd fit Drow somewhere in there.
from Crimson Talon that is very, very peevish.
Rightfully so.
And it begins with, last I heard we were supposed to meet in a week. You deserted.
That's true.
Is that true?
Yes, that's true. I've been holding on to this ever since.
The DM will remember that.
Taken by Drow. Can you blame me?
No. You traveled for weeks and
She doesn't
weeks.
know that.
No, she doesn't.
Oh yeah, lie to her. That's fine. That worked well for me.
The Baza are in shambles.
Fuck. Guys,
hell.
we should have stayed.
God damn it.
Love the bot.
I knew I was holding on to that sending pressure for CT for a reason. Fuck.
Good luck.
No! CT! Buddy, pal, amigo,
Amiga.
boss.
You gave her this passionate speech about ending slavery, about taking them down from the inside out, and then you asked her to promise to meet in a week. You
We were
left,
rushed out of town.
and you left, and you never spoke with her again since.
Offense to be mended.
That is some very good DMing. Jesus Christ. Well done. Bravo.
I've been holding on to this for so long.
Oh no, CT!
Less than 30 sessions.
Yeah, but how many hours is that?
That's true. That's a lot.
Anything else you guys like to do?
So I would
Survive.
like to have retroactively assisted Riley in sharing the information about Vintar's roots being a good landmark.
Okay.
I can't think of anything specific. I'm sure there's something specific that I wanted to do. But
If there's anything that comes to mind,
I'll
we can
text you.
potentially do it off stream.
yeah. But no, I just want to practice my stuff.
At the end of the 3 days, you are brought into a pretty nice, ornate dining hall, and the matron is standing there, and she takes out a gem-encrusted bowl, puts it down on the middle of the table, begins weaving her hands in an arcane fashion, begins muttering arcane words, and then the gem-encrusted bowl begins to fill, at first with like fruit and vegetables, and then it spills onto the table,
Heroes feast.
and plates appear, and chalices, and goblets, and just this magnificent assortment of foods, meats, breads, fruits, wines. And you're all asked to feast. For tomorrow is the day of reckoning. And that's where we're going to call it for tonight. Next week, when we pick up with the big fuck off battle.
Yup. Potential TPK.
of the Shadowblades versus the Hollowquills with the roided out characters. One of which has been touched by God.
Yes, the god touched.
That's good.
I did at some point send a message to Zulo to change my name in the Bardic Ambassador Handbook to Felix the God Touched Venuste.
Like it. I love it.
Yep.
Tells the whole
So-
story to Bard.
Any news on the chat before we call it a night?
Note, shout out to everybody for sticking it out for as long as they did. Thank you for all the votes. You voted correctly. Awesome people. We appreciate you. We look forward to seeing you next week. And maybe the last time Felix gets to talk to you.
Well done.
Any of us.
We enjoyed today's session.
A lot.
and We hope you did too.
Yeah.
And tune in next week to see whether these legends live or these legends die.
Oh.
I die.